Yeah, well, she had no choice. Hey there! What's happening? What's going on? Nice long weekend. You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Was it fun? Was it exciting?
Nice.
What happened there?
Yes,
Anything good?
It was good. All good.
Highlight of it was what? Anything big happen? Any big plans executed to perfection or what?
No. But it was just nice to kind of relax, hang out.
Yeah.
That's about it. How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole weekend's a freaking blur. I don't know. I saw Jumper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh, got to see Jumper, Terry.
You really liked it?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
You think?
It's part of the blur. That's the weekend, yes.
Wow.
All I know is you leave the theater going, I want to be a jumper.
That sounds kind of cool.
Are you familiar with Jumper, Terry?
I am. My kids went to it. My older three went.
So you're saying I'm like your kids. Is that pretty much what
No, I'm just saying that they were able to go and I was unable to go.
You were too adult, too mature for Jumper. Is that the deal?
No.
Jumper was the #1 movie in America.
I know.
Jumper is a national phenomenon.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be a jumper. I spent the rest of the weekend trying to be a jumper.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know how cool that would be? Do you understand what they do? Do you understand what the powers are? Do you understand the new superhero of today, Terry? Or
able
what?
to jump into anything.
Anything. No real limitations.
No limitations.
I want to go to the pyramids. Bam!
Bam, you're there and jump right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right into it.
It's really not even, they don't even have to jump. They just like, woof.
Kind of like morph into.
Yeah, it's mistitled. It's not even jumping. It's just woof. But I guess you don't know how to spell that, so no one would know how to go up and ask for tickets. Could I have 2? Yeah, for woof.
And they'd go, huh.
They'd say, yeah, we know exactly what you're talking about, but we've heard 16 variations in the past 5 minutes. But anyway, yeah, Jumper, I guess it works for everyone, but again, not much jumping. It's just, morphing from wherever you want to go to wherever you want to go. It's beautiful. Transporting in a weird way. Kind of like Star Trek, the well, now you're really...
when Kirk went into the transport.
Okay. Yeah, related to something from the 70s. Anyway, all I can say is this. Everyone wants to be a jumper.
Yeah.
And I already said that. And there was something else I want to say. I forgot what I wanted to say, but that's all right. Because you were trying to come up with your silly little title that was going nowhere. And
Foof is not a silly little title.
No, it's not Foof. It's Woof. It's with a V.
Woof.
It's with a V. A V.
Woof.
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 You got to really, have your lips quiver at the end there. Woof.
Woof.
Well, that's a little too much there, but...
you said...
We have to change the mics out now. We'll be back.
We're all soaking wet.
That's not the only thing.
Wow.
Anyway, you didn't go see Jumper like the rest of the world, but that's all right. Okay. And by the way, Rachel Bilson's still looking pretty hot, although she's starting to show some early signs of weathering.
Deterioration.
Cigarettes are catching up to her.
Now, how old is she? About 25? Is she that old or what?
I don't think she's that old.
I don't even think she's that old. She's starting to show early. She's probably not even 23.
Ooh,
I don't know, but I'm starting to see some early detections of a weathering face. Now, no one else probably picked up on this, but I did. Rachel Bilson still looks pretty hot. How old is she, Pasty? What are you giving me? She's 26? Oh, okay. Well, now it makes sense.
Oh, wow.
Because you peak, Terry, women peak physically at 23.
So you say.
And that's actually being generous and pushing it out a little bit.
So you say again.
If Pasty's right and she's 26, well, this is all making sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
23. Peaking, right.
Yeah, women peak physically at 23. Men peak physically at 43, but that's fine. Anyway. Well, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, too. But men don't have this drop-off through their late 20s like women have. My gosh, is that just
The drop-off is
painful.
not that drastic.
Painful.
Stop it.
Well, if you consider painful not drastic, Terry, then that's fine. I'll go with you on not drastic, but it is painful watching the drop-off that women, and the more pretty they are, the more heartbreaking it is at times, Terry. I mean, the drop-off of women as far as when they peaked at age 22, 23 physically to where they are now at, oh my goodness, 29 years old, just painful.
Right.
I know you don't like to hear this, Terry, because you like to be the defender of all women, but you got to acknowledge this is the case. You got to acknowledge that this is the reality, and Rachel Bilson is in the throes of that, and it's becoming apparent. Now, she's still very pretty. She's still very hot. She's still very cute, Terry. She's got that all rolled up. But the early detections of a Rachel Bilson weathering situation is already transpiring. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. As they were teleporting from scene to scene, as they were doing their jumper thing, I couldn't help but notice while I was enjoying every second of this movie, and it's a very enjoyable movie, Terry, and I'm telling you, if you're like me, you'll leave the theater saying, well, why can't I be a jumper?
Right.
And why do we have to live a life where we can't be jumpers? Why do we have to, like, walk and take buses and drive for 5 hours to get from one major city to the next? And why do we have to get on? Why can't we just teleport? Why can't we just be jumpers? See, if I was ruling the world, Terry.
Yeah, if you ruled the world. 23 would be it, and women would, after 23, they would no longer be around because they peak at 23 physically and
listen to
right,
Terry.
and then we would teleport all over the place. And
I had
well,
already
it's not just for
on.
me. So that means that your wife and Hotshot's wife and
wow,
here we go.
She's going off now. I had already moved on from the 23 women peaking kind of conversation, and now Terry Free has brought us back to it because obviously it's not sitting well in her craw.
No, I just think you're wrong.
Well, that's just not the case, and it's really not an argument as to whether it's right or wrong. It's either, we're not talking about opinions here, we're talking about facts of life, Terry. You know, you take the good, take the bad, take the bad. Yeah. We're not talking about shades of gray, unless you're talking about in women's hair at age 29.
Oh, geez, at age 20.
We're not talking about a subject for debate. We're talking about general science, physics, reality, laws of nature, Terry. We're not talking about something we can discuss. That's why I thought we just moved on from it. But apparently you're not able to move on. Apparently you've been bothered to
well, it's not
no
just me. If I was any woman related to you, then I would be bothered by that comment as well.
No, pretty much any woman with any sensibility says, well, that's just pretty much the fact.
That's not the fact.
I'll accept it and realize that it's not really something to worry about. It's not like women all of a sudden become ugly on their 23rd birthday, Terry.
You said that's their peak.
Well, peak and becoming ugly is two very different things. Just because you've peaked, when you peak, obviously you're at 100% of where you'll be, right?
I gotcha.
If you go down to 97%, Terry,
right.
You're still, if you were hot at 100%, you're still going to be pretty freaking hot at 97%. So why you're getting so angry and so bitter and so hostile this morning, Terry, is really beyond me, and I really think you should apologize to the listeners.
Not gonna.
I mean, think if they had Terry Cam at 23, how big of a hit it would be.
Oh, my gosh. Terry Cam is such a hit. With Terry Free at the age that she's at, which I don't even want to imagine.
Oh, geez.
Imagine if she had Terry Cam in her face at age 23. They'd be coming from around the world to log on. And I ain't talking about on their computers. Listen, I don't want Terry to get out of her game so early this morning, so let me step aside.
I'm sorry, too late.
Let her collect herself. Let's pretend like we haven't even started the show yet. We'll start things over.
Really?
And maybe I'll just open the phone lines early this morning. You know, it was a 3-day weekend, Terry. You know, we take advantage of every holiday we can get our hands on. Ooh, Arbor Day's coming up. Wonderful. Let the listeners come on and kind of shake things up, because obviously Terry's been taking off her game, and so early it's going to be it's going to be a tough road to hoe. You bothered by that line too, now, Terry? Okay. 1-866-663-TBN. All I'm saying is Rachel Bilson, Terry, is starting to show signs, and the fact that she's 26 and just starting to show signs is to her credit. This just shows how pretty she is. All right, fine. She at 22 was at 100% at her peak. Now she's peaked and on her way down, but she's still at 93%, Terry. And
that's what I don't get. That's what I don't like. The whole it's coming down.
I don't
think that the 23 is the peak.
It's a shame you got to come down from the mountain, isn't it? You can't stand on top of the mountain your whole life. Isn't that a shame? Terry just wants to climb Mount Everest and sit on top of it for the rest of her days. Is that what you want, Terry?
Sure, I'd love to, but I understand that that's not possible. But at 23, I don't think that's your peak. That's all I'm saying.
You got to make your way down. You got to tell all your friends what you just accomplished, or else what's the point of climbing Mount Everest?
Yeah.
After you peak physically as a woman at age 22, you start making your way down the mountain. You can tell all your friends what you saw at the top there, at the apex, the summit. The summit at the top? I don't know. Anyway, probably not. And you don't want to spend the rest of your life on top of the mountain. All right? So don't get so agitated.
Don't get so sensitive. Is that what you're...
Yes. You're getting rather sensitive. I don't know where this is coming from. I think that you're just an angry person in general. We got to do our best to correct that.
Not angry.
Well, I mean, the glaring question
what?
that I've not asked you since you've been fighting this argument, since you don't believe women peak at age 22, 23, Terry, what age do you think that all of a sudden women are at their best physically?
Their best?
Say it. We'll have a good laugh. We'll go to commercial. We'll start the show.
No, forget it. I'm not going to. I'll just go with you. No, I'll agree with you. Yeah, 23, that's the peak. And watch out, ladies.
See?
You're on the decline past 23. If you're 23 years old and 1 hour, oh my God, with every hour that's ticking away, you're 1% less.
23 in 1 hour. Yes, you're in big trouble. Okay, now you're turning this conversation into a mockery, Terry.
I'm not. Hey, 23, that's your peak the minute you turn 23, and then an hour past, the decline starts.
Oh, geez. Listen. 1-866-663-T-Man is our toll-free number. You know it. You've called it a million times, I'm sure. 1-866-663-T-Man. If you had an interesting weekend, you want to share something that happened, maybe there's something you're proud of, maybe there's something you did over the weekend that you're the opposite of proud of, maybe there's something that you want to say that has nothing to do with anything. 1-866-663-T-Man. It's just a desperate mode to try to get Terry back on the rails this morning, you know what I'm saying? She's been derailed already because the truth hurts. And what are we even talking about? You're blowing it way out of proportion, Terry. But that's all right. I'm sure it's great for Terry Kim.
The T-Man Show.
Tina.
Yeah?
You there?
Yes, I am.
What's up, baby?
Oh, it's going good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. What are you up to this morning?
I'm waiting to get off work.
Getting off work?
Soon. Yeah, about an hour.
So what do you do overnight? Are you, just finishing up the big old shift there?
Actually, I can't tell you. It's confidential. I probably shouldn't be online right now. But I had to call because you're so wrong about Terry. She has every right to her opinion because she is so right.
Well, she has every right, I guess, to try to fight it like every woman does. She has every right to make it seem like it's an opinion type of argument when really it's scientific fact.
Scientific facts are so wrong.
All I can tell you is this, Miss Worker doing some seedy stuff overnight and embarrassed to talk about it and leaving it to our imagination. There's only so many things we can have run to our
Yeah, you wish. Whatever.
Wow. You know you're doing something really dirty. That's the only common denominator that everyone is assuming right now, of course. All right? So why don't you just be proud of what you do instead of hiding out like a little girl?
I am proud of what I do. That's why I'm not going to say it on the radio with this conversation.
Right, that makes perfect sense. Okay, we get it, of course. Complete agreement. Anyway.
Well, I am not 23. I am about 10 years older than that. I'll peak at 23.
All right. Well, it's hard for you to come to the realization that you've peaked physically. And you're way now on the other side of the mountain. That's fine. All I can tell you is this. What I'm starting to say is that I saw Jumper over the weekend. Loved the movie, Terry. I mean, very enjoyable for the whole family, don't you know? Right. And all I'm saying is, in watching Rachel Bilson, it obviously hit me early on in the movie that here's a girl who still looks very frickin' hot, but not as hot as she did in the OC, and that's all there is to it. Now, because she's peaked physically and is at 93% of what she used to look like, she's still way hotter than pretty much everyone else in the world, but the fact is the fact.
I'd love to be at 93%.
Not fact.
Now,
when were you a woman to know?
Why don't you guys start focusing on the positive instead of dwelling on the negative? Because that's what you and Terry are doing. I'm telling you how great she looks. I'm telling you how outstanding she looks at 93% of her former self, Terry, and how beautiful beautiful it is that she's on the big screen there, sharing her beauty and her mediocre acting skills at best with the rest of the world. I'm focusing on the positive, and all you're focusing on is, well, why did she lose the 7%? That's not right. Well, I'm sorry it's not right. That's the way that nature made the world, the way, all right? Don't get mad at me.
Really?
Now, are you with
That's too funny.
an hour left? Where are you? What city are you in right now, Tina?
Salem.
With an hour left in your shift, are you sure that you're able to talk to me and still concentrate on what you need to be doing to the client?
I'm on break right now. I don't hear a radio yet, so I'm good.
So what do we assume, Terry? Why don't you make the assumption for us all, Terry, since Tina is not willing to share with us exactly what she does overnight under the covers. Why don't you share with us what you're assuming that Tina does? And I know you feel this little camaraderie because she came on and defended you, Terry. But don't couch it. Don't try to soften the blow, Terry.
Oh,
What a typical man.
Wow. That's very typical, man.
Tell us what you really think in the heart.
My goodness.
In your mind, Terry, what's running through your mind as to what Tina really does? Come on, what assumptions are you making?
Well, you know, I don't know.
She's a low-class hooker, hoe, and you know.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, that's some code. It does involve cuffs. How do you like that?
Yeah! Tina's a cool caller, Terry. And because Tina is what I'm hoping she is, Terry,
I gotta go.
I now have a new favorite caller, yes. Oh, and she's hung up on us.
Oh, wow.
You believe that?
Your client just woke up. I didn't pay for this crap. Get off the phone.
Here I am, making her my new favorite caller. Putting her, immediately thrusting her, Terry. I'm thrusting her into the top 10. I wanted to make that very impactful. I'm thrusting her, Terry, and I'm thrusting her again into the top 10 of all calls. She was only on for, a couple of minutes? That's her career dossier as far as her calls to this program are concerned. And I'm thrusting her into the top 10 of all callers because of what she does. And we all know what she does.
Oh, yeah.
And she knows what she does.
Yeah.
And why she's embarrassed of it, I don't know. She shouldn't be. She should be very proud of being a low-class hooker hoe. And, I'm going to have to make my way out to Salem. That's all I got to say. Anyway,
yes.
I'm very happy she's out there.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And she sounded sweet and fun and involved and on the job, and that's nice. Anyway, and although she was unwilling to face the reality and wants to fight reality, I'm not going to hold that against her. Right. I'll hold everything else against her, but not that. Anyway, what else is going on in the world this morning, Terry? I'm not going to, unlike you.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not going to dwell on this.
Not dwelling.
Oh, you are, and you're focusing on the negative because you're a very pessimistic, half-glass empty person when I'm giving you the half-glass full.
No, actually, I think it's pretty optimistic of me saying that 23 is not the peak.
Terry, if you go out and see Jumper, all right?
Oh,
number one movie this
31 million,
extended
right?
weekend. All right, you 31 million for the holiday weekend.
Right.
Nice number. Paris Hilton couldn't make 31,000. Jumper makes 31 million. 31 million in ticket sales.
Right.
Literally, the hottie and the naughty couldn't make 31,000. And here's Jumper making 31 million. All right? Mm-hmm. If you go see Jumper, which most people did, or a lot of people did.
Right.
Not most people, but a lot of people. There's no way you could sit there in the theater after watching one episode of The OC in your life and think to yourself, oh, Rachel Bilson has never looked better. You're going to be thinking to yourself, Rachel Bilson looks really good. Rachel Bilson looks great. But she doesn't look as good as she has ever looked in her life because she's starting to show a little sign of becoming weathered facially, Terry. And that's all right. Still looks hot.
Oh, okay.
A weathered face is not a useless face, Terry.
Oh, good. Good to know. Still usable, huh?
I thought it was going to be useless.
There's still a lot of good use we could put this face to, Terry.
Yeah?
Trust me, from someone who does have a useless face, I can tell you that she's still amongst the hottest people in the world. So why are you focusing on the negative? Why? Where are you taking this conversation? Nobody can go to this movie and think she looks as good as she ever has. End of story. End of story. You go to the movie. You tell me she looks as good as she ever has. No, she's starting to decline. But her decline is from such a high peak that she's going to look great for a long time. And that's what I'm focusing on. And I love the movie, and now you've ruined it for me. You've ruined my movie experience. Walked out of the theater loving every second of that movie. I mean, it's not the kind of movie you're going to, like, remember for, put in your top 10 of all time movies. No, by no means, Terry, but it does what it's intended to do. Why do you go to the movies? To be entertained. Why do you go to the movies? To see and think about things that you never imagined. I want to be a jumper, Terry.
Yes,
and that's the way I left the theater, enjoying my movie experience about as much as I ever need to enjoy a movie. And now you've completely, here I come in Monday, what is today? Whatever morning it is, and you've ruined it. Because you're so damn pessimistic.
Optimistic.
That's a shame.
Anyway.
Rosie, you're on the air. Hello, Rosie.
Hi. Good morning.
How are you? What's
Good.
going on?
How are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. What are you up to?
Not much.
We've taken one call this morning, and that caller was a low-class, just raunchy hooker hoe. Who are you?
I'm not that.
Oh, damn shame. Anyway, see, we peaked already this morning, Terry, as far as the show's concerned. The show won't get any better than talking to a overnight hardcore hoe. Rosie, what are you, in the car? You headed to work? What do you do?
I'm headed to work.
What are you up to? What is your line of work?
I'm a medical assistant.
See where the show's gone, Terry? We go from the oldest profession to just a regular old humdrum but very noble profession. Isn't that sweet? Yes, she's a medical assistant. And what are you doing in assisting in the medical field? What is your responsibilities, Rosie, when you get to work? Do you put on scrubs?
Yes, I put on scrubs.
Well, the assisting world is a pretty wide landscape, last I checked. There's a lot of possibilities as far as how you assist. Can I ask how you assist?
I just assist.
Okay.
I assist their needs.
Bedpans, stuff like that?
I need a new pan.
Wow.
None of that.
All right, what can I do for you? Why'd you call? Obviously, you don't
I
know.
called-
Say about yourself because you're embarrassed. Who is it?
I wanted to agree with you
Well,
on as far as peaking over 23. I totally agree.
Peaking over 23 or at 23?
No, I am 26.
And you realize that you're not at your peak anymore, and you started to take some strides down the old mountain there, right?
Oh, correct.
See, Terry, it takes a woman who's got a lot of schooling under her belt, extended years to be in the medical field, obviously, a good working, functional mind, to see the reality and not be able to fight the science. Especially someone in the medical field will understand that you can't fight science.
Right.
I'll blind you with it, Terry.
Yeah.
All right, Rosie. Thank you for being so sensible. And thanks for having a good spirit about it, because it's not about being in bad spirits over this. It's just about embracing it and realizing it really doesn't matter.
Right.
It's just a fact that doesn't matter because it's insignificant, Terry. Rachel Bilson still looks hot.
Hey, we'll always look good, but we won't look as good as we did when we were 23.
Not even close. All right, thanks for the call.
Well, you could say that for the age of 18, then.
Hey, don't get mad at Rosie, Terry. Don't you snap at Rosie.
She did nothing to you, Terry.
And by the way, she did nothing to you, Terry. And by the way, that is not true.
Oh, jeez.
Women have not reached the top of the mountain at 18, Terry. Why'd you stop at 18? Why don't you make it 6?
Well, the way she stated it, you could.
No. Very, very wrong.
Bad Terry.
Now you're just making a whole preposterous kind of conversation here when we were just trying to talk on a serious and scientific level. But
right. Okay.
What else is going on in the world, please?
Apparently, Lindsay Lohan has some nude pictures for you in New York Magazine. And
she did some kind of Marilyn Monroe spread or something?
Something like that. It's not like butt naked type, but, you know.
Are the pictures to be printed out, Terry?
Yes.
Can I see a couple of these pictures? Are they available?
Yes.
You want to hold them in front of Terry Cam right now?
Well, no.
Do you have any of the pictures or no?
No, okay, I don't. I haven't.
All right, Pacey's working feverishly.
Getting it.
And he's going to print out some of these pictures. If you're saying they're available, he'll find them And we'll put him up on the tmanshow.com, and we will hold him in front of Tari Cam, which could be accessed through the tmanshow.com. We'll put him right in front of Terry's face, so she will be able to fight science even more. And we will see what Lindsay's up to. She's doing a Marilyn Monroe spread in New York Magazine.
Yes.
You ever see anyone walking around with New York Magazine?
No, haven't lately.
Anyone sitting at an airport reading New York Magazine? You ever been on a plane, see anyone read New York Magazine?
No.
You ever been in a coffee joint and see anyone read New York Magazine?
No.
I read Omaha Magazine. Awesome.
That's I can't keep on the shelf kind of situation.
I'll be posing bottomless for them next weekend.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I definitely want pictures printed out of that.
Oh, peace.
Here, I'm sure that we could just have it live and on the Tari Cam. If you ask.
I got my first look here. Let me see what I got. Oh, she looks pretty good.
Well, sure.
Except in this one.
Oh.
See, I don't need to see freckles all over her body. Marilyn Monroe didn't have freckles all over her freaking body. I'll tell you that right now. Marilyn Monroe wouldn't have even been an afterthought, Terry, if she was all freckled up like this.
Oh, jeez.
The first picture, I have 3 pictures here. The first one I saw is her with a, sheer kind of thing over her body, but you can see, obviously, a lot of her boobies, Terry. You can see the outline of her nipples.
Right.
You can see a lot, but even though it's a sheer type situation she's got covering herself, you can't see the freckles.
Right.
It masquerades the freckles, which is what she needs.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and then second picture, you can see her body pretty much without anything in its way, and all you focus on, all you're drawn to, is just like this diseased body.
Oh, jeez.
That's what freckles is, Terry.
Diseased body.
It's a permanent disease.
Oh, God. That's
you
not
just don't die
nice.
from. Man, that's unattractive.
Well, what about the ones of just her breasts? Do you have those ones?
Yeah, I'm focused on the one. First picture, she couldn't have looked better. Second picture, man, I wouldn't even talk to this girl in a club, Terry.
Wow. Is that the one with the little polka dot?
She's holding flowers. I thought you didn't have the picture. She's holding flowers over her boobs, and all you can see on her stomach and around her belly button, Terry, is just never-ending freckles.
Yeah.
Her face doesn't look good there. And I'll put both these pictures on the website so you can see for yourself, all right? Okay. I'm very agitated right now.
Why?
Now Terry's throwing me off the rails.
Why?
What else is going on? What else is happening?
Jeez. More pictures for you. Apparently, if you want to take a quick bikini shot at look at Eva Longoria, I guess we've got some bikini pictures of her there.
Okay, I got enough pictures right now. What else?
Also, too, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Floyd Mayweather made a surprise appearance on Sunday night at WWE's No Way Out pay-per-view little deal.
Oh, yeah, they had a little pay-per-view deal last night.
Yeah, apparently.
Why did I buy that?
I don't know.
Wasn't last night. Today's Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to have trouble with this all week.
He got in a little tiff or a fisticuffs with the Big Show, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. showed up on the WWE scene.
Yes.
And there was a little bit of hostility. You mean he didn't kiss everyone on both cheeks and move on with his life?
That's weird.
Apparently not.
Interesting. I've never heard of such a thing. You mean something developed? There was some animosity between him and one of the wrestlers, Terry?
Right.
Who would
yes.
have thought that could have happened?
I
Turned
don't
into pandemonium.
know.
Why is Floyd Mayweather Jr., a guy who's at the peak, speaking of peaks, of his career, why is he interested in being in the WWE right now?
I don't know.
Obviously, this is perfect timing for a setup for WrestleMania. What are they on, 76 or 77? Whichever one it is, this is obviously leading towards something WrestleMania related. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. has an interest. He must be bored as hell of the boxing world, that he wants to be involved with Vince McMahon, and they've set this up perfectly to lead into WrestleMania. So he's going to have a little 2-month run in the WWE, and it's going to all climax at WrestleMania. What was it, 76 or 77?
77.
Okay, 77. 75?
Well, just to let you know, he did, the Big Show did make a challenge on Monday Night Raw.
Shocker!
Whoa, really?
Little Floyd and the Big Show?
Yes. WrestleMania will be on March 30th.
Oh, really? So he doesn't even have to put in too much time.
No.
WrestleMania is creeping up earlier and earlier every year. Okay, so March 30th. Today's what? February 19th?
Yes.
So all he really has to do is put in a month and a half, not even, time in WWE world.
Right.
He probably gets paid a couple of $100 million, who knows, maybe like $4 or $5 million for being a part of it. He's involved in WrestleMania. It's going to sell some extra pay-per-view and tickets to wherever. Where is it this year? Anyone know where WrestleMania is? Doesn't really matter. It's piped into every...
It's Orlando.
In Orlando.
The Citrus Bowl.
Oh, so it's outdoors?
I guess.
Uh-huh. Have they ever had an outdoor WrestleMania?
I'm not sure.
They probably have. They've done pretty much everything, but I can't visualize nothing but indoor WrestleManias. So an outdoor kind of WrestleMania atmosphere. And even though I'm sure nothing has been confirmed, Terry, he is clearly going to be a part of WrestleMania, the Citrus Bowl version.
He never gets hit either. It's perfect.
And by the way, even, apparently he actually broke the Big Show's nose.
I'm sure, Terry, that if they ever got into a real fight in the streets of wherever, the same outcome would occur, yes. Floyd Mayweather Jr. at 160 pounds. And the Big Show weighing what last we checked? About 690?
Yes, right around there.
Yes.
Right, actually, he's been eating the Subway for about a week, so it's down to 680. It's about 680.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so do we get excited about seeing Floyd Mayweather Jr. in WrestleMania in the WWE, or is he not doing anything for anybody? What's the story?
I like when they bring other people in. I think it's great.
It's nice when they bring outsiders from either the athletic world or whatever. Dennis Rodman was involved in wrestling for a while. That was a lot of fun, Terry. Mike Tyson was in one of the WrestleManias, going back now 10, 12 years, whatever it was, when Stone Cold Steve Austin ruled the world.
Right.
And now, Little Floyd.
Little Floyd.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, the only thing that get me maybe more excited for WrestleMania, Terry, is if they handed it out to Terry Kim. I don't know. They're obviously onto something, perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see where it goes.
Can't wait.
Big Show against Little Floyd.
Yes,
It's almost like the handicap matches back in the days.
Big Show got on his knees to taunt him, and that's when he got punched.
Yes.
Oh,
they're going back to midget wrestling.
Is Britney Spears MIA? Here is what we know. This is a new photo of Britney's mom, Lynn, at LAX yesterday. She hopped a flight home to Louisiana.
Right.
Britney was also spotted at the airport. She did not fly out with her mother, but it is unknown if she took another plane. It is unlikely, under the conservatorship, that Britney could travel without permission.
She escaped, Terry.
She escaped.
No one knows where she is. It's going to be like Amelia Earhart. Come again.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah. Everybody watching her like she was in a fishbowl, and she vanished right from out from under us, Terry.
Oh. Yeah.
Missing in action.
Well.
I mean, you heard it. No one knows where she is. Unaccounted for.
Britney Spears MIA.
MIA.
I know. Rumor had it, too, that she got married in Mexico to the admin guy.
Well, yeah, I saw that on the cover of the Star.
I know, of course.
The Star is really...
Did she get married in Mexico?
Okay, we can speculate all day long, but other business must ensue. People are dying to comment on the unexpected appearance by Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the WWE pay-per-view event on Sunday night, Terry, and what that means for the future of wrestling. Or maybe it's just not that big a deal. Robert, you're on the air. You wanted to say something. Thank you for calling. What can I do for you, sir?
Hear me?
See, I should have bought No Way Out, Terry. I wasn't doing anything Sunday night. I could have... I usually buy a lot of the pay-per-view stuff that the WWE does, but I did not watch Sunday night.
Well, first off, Floyd Mayweather, that was planned a long time ago. I'm like a big wrestling fanatic, so I knew that was planned. But the punching him in the face, he really did break his nose. That was an accident, and that's why Big Show pretty much really tried to take him out. But what happened is...
Robert's one of those that every time something happens in the WWF or WWE, Terry, he thinks he's convincing himself it's real, Terry.
Right.
No.
This was real, Chief, and he really broke his nose. This wasn't supposed to happen.
He's dying for validation of the sport. You know, he loves to do it.
Yes, you're dying for wrestling to be real. I understand, Robert.
It wasn't supposed to happen. Big Show got mad, and Big Show really
legitimately got mad, yes. Mm-hmm.
And Shane McMahon pretty much told him, he was talking to him on the way back to the back room. Because I have a website that I go to that lets you know all the backstage area things.
Oh, good.
Vince thought it would be a good idea to still lead it up to WrestleMania, and, Big Show figures, okay, this is still my time to get my shine in, so he just let it go.
And you're right, Robert. No, it was nothing planned in advance. It was nothing that really was supposed to get that out of hand. But because Floyd Mayweather Jr. accidentally broke Big Show's nose when that wasn't supposed to go that far, that's when Big Show decided, okay, that's what I want to do with my WrestleMania experience. I want to battle Floyd Mayweather Jr. in some capacity, and you can mark it down right now. So
the Floyd Mayweather and Big Show, that was planned ahead of time. But the hit in the nose was an accident. That makes it just that much better, though, to see them go at it at WrestleMania.
Do you realize, Robert, there are very few accidents in Vince McMahon's world?
Yeah,
everything is pretty much choreographed from down to the letter, and there's very, very, except for the Owen Hart death, obviously a number of years ago, very few accidents. Even though you want to believe... Well, I'm not saying there aren't some situations where guys get hurt, but this I did not see it, so it's hard for me to comment. But I would be, really shocked if Floyd Mayweather Jr. accidentally broke Big Show's nose, and if Big Show's nose is truly, in reality, broken.
Oh, it was
all right, Robert, I know you want any more legitimacy in your little wrestling world as opposed to mine and everyone else's. Robert is one of those guys who will never let anyone convince him that wrestling isn't real, Terry.
I would like to watch Vince McMahon trying to convince Owen Hart to die, though. That would have been...
that would have been a real interesting backstage conversation. See, it'll be really good for ratings, and we'll take care of your family. And
what you're going to do is you're going to slide down this rope. It's not going to work. Okay?
And then you're going to fall.
Something as big as Floyd Mayweather Jr. make an appearance in the ring and on that pay-per-view event obviously was discussed and rehearsed and re-rehearsed, and they had every little step and movement down to complete absolute choreographed perfection. And I would be surprised if anything could have happened that was off the script. All right? But I know Robert has been going to wrestling since he was a little young man. His daddy took him by the hand and led him into his first wrestling little arena where he sat with his little popcorn and his pennant.
Wow.
And, because
popcorn
they sell WWE pennants, yeah.
Do they?
And his foam finger, Terry. And from that day on, he's wanted to believe more about the legitimacy of wrestling than there really is. But... and that's a nice spirit.
There you go.
I don't want to break that spirit that Robert has.
Right.
Okay, I'll enjoy WrestleMania as much as anyone. I'll just know that it's probably not real. And Big Show is probably breathing fine this morning. I don't think Big Show's waking up. I can't breathe, that little punk. I'm going to kick his ass. Okay. What else is going on, Terry?
Well, the new Knight Rider, it's had...
Now, before you go too far with the Knight Rider story, is it real?
Oh, it's real.
It's real?
Yeah, I have a website where they have backstage for all kinds of shows, and the car really talks, and he gets really pissed off sometimes.
Well, you could have won your own real Knight Rider. Your own
this
real
wasn't like
kit.
a Hollywood script. There is a car out there. There's one car in the world that actually talks and makes a person's life a little better.
Apparently so. Yes,
Yeah.
changes colors just like that.
Oh, wonderful. So,
yes. The Knight Rider, the movie, it premiered on Sunday night.
no, he's no bionic woman, Terry.
Yeah, I know that. And no Sarah Connor, that's for sure. Anyway, it did pretty well, 12.7 million viewers.
Yeah, all these shows are doing really well. All these retro shows. Bionic Woman, Sarah Connor, and now Knight Rider gets 12 mil.
Yes.
12 million viewers?
Yeah, a little over 12 and a half, actually.
All right.
And that was the highest audience for an original TV movie in about 3 years, they're saying. So, looks like they'll be signing up for more. Can't wait.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. walk on the set of that unexpectedly, Terry, or what?
No.
He punched Kid right in the face.
Yeah,
Dumb
punched
car.
Kid. Broke his nose.
Well, it's good Robert knew before anyone else, because I think it was a pretty big surprise that Floyd Mayweather Jr. kind of straggled onto the scene of the WWE on Sunday night. I didn't hear anything about it, Cherry. And I'm not watching wrestling as much as I did maybe 5 to 7 years ago when I was really geeked out as far as the wrestling world. But I think I would have heard if I'm a big fan of Floyd Mayweather Jr., Terry. And if he was going to be a part of the WWE situation, I think I might have heard about it if it was out there. And we knew nothing about this. But Robert's got access to all kinds of websites where he finds out the inside world more than anyone else. And I guess we're just, the second-class WWE citizen. And we didn't know what a lot of people did. But I assume it was a big surprise to a lot of people who were watching the pay-per-view event on Sunday night. And I know you were glued to the TV.
Oh, I was.
I know you put up the 54.95, Terry.
Sure.
And you watched every second of your 3-hour WWE experience, and you were as shocked as anyone, right or wrong?
Oh, absolutely. I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. What else is going on? We got Brittany missing. We got Knight Rider cleaning up in the ratings. What else is happening? Don't stop now.
I know you're going to be excited for this.
The funner world today than it was when we left it on Friday.
Oh,
what
yeah.
else?
It's even more fun now when I tell you that the celebrities for the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars were announced.
Oh, good.
Woo! They actually have some decent people, I think.
I'm sure. Yes, they always do, Terry.
Priscilla Presley.
Big name.
Yeah, Jason Taylor.
Oh, you don't have to go any
Shannon
further.
Elizabeth.
Wonderful.
Mario.
Yes. Washed up female hack.
Monica Seles.
Monica Seles.
Yes.
Going to be stabbed in the back again live on TV, Terry? If that's the case, maybe I'll watch. Other than that...
The fact that she had sex with Paul Allen makes me really like her.
Really? She did?
Anybody who would sleep with that guy.
Has that been confirmed?
She used to be in all the suites and stuff. You'd see her, like, they'd pan to her all the time.
That doesn't mean
he broke his nose by accident, too.
Well, yeah.
One of her grunts was so loud it broke his nose, shattered his nose. Anyway.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Oh, Terry, these are marquee top-flight names. You didn't lie to me about
Marlene Matlin.
Oh, Terry, again, you didn't oversell it. You didn't build it up too much.
I know.
Certainly coming through with the big names that I was counting on as far as the dancing with the stupid whirly-twirly.
Not done. Penn Jillette.
Oh, Penn Jillette.
Yes.
Oh, I love his razors.
Yes.
And who is Penn Jillette now?
From Penn and Teller.
Oh, yes. They couldn't get Teller? What's the problem?
Is Penn the guy that doesn't talk?
No, Teller is the guy that doesn't talk.
That'd be great for TV.
Did they get Bartles and James, too, Terry?
God, Dancing with the Hacks.
Did they get Oliver from the Brady Bunch?
No, but they got Steve Guttenberg. They got Steve
Guttenberg. Jeez. Terry, you already had me on the floor. Now I just will never be able to get up. I am so
I know.
By these marquee Dancing with the Stupid Whirly-Twirly Make me want to puke until you vomit.
Yeah.
I love puking until I vomit. Stars, Terry.
Oh, I know. Well, mark your calendars for March 17th.
Is there any way to
season
up,
6? That's when it premieres.
Is there anything we can do right now to make March 17th come faster?
No. I wish we could.
I hate when I have to wait for something that just is so needed to be in my world right now. Is there anything we can do? Is there any prayers we can say? Any kind of meditations we can do to make March 17th come faster, Terry?
No.
If only you were a jumper. You could jump to the stars.
Oh, jeez.
I know one thing that I'll be doing on March 17th. And do you know what that is?
What is that?
Not watching Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
I know one thing about March 17th. And that's what I know. That, Terry?
Yes.
You could tell me it's a life or death situation.
Right.
And I'll say, kill me now. I don't
Wow, really?
Yes. I mean, you really, I'm sorry, if you're thinking you're enticing people with the names there, the Monica Seles, the Penn Jillette. I maybe am completely not feeling what everyone else is feeling.
Well,
I don't think they really did a very good job of getting together even the C-list, Terry.
I mean, you've got your NFL player. You got Jason Taylor, your NFL player.
Jason Taylor's been in the league so long. Is he still in? I mean, if he is, he's on his last breath. My gosh.
He's the first active NFL player, by the way, to be in. So, yes, he's still in the NFL.
Technically, and that's because he's barely active.
Probably going to get cut.
Shannon Elizabeth, she's hot, right?
They're cutting everyone on the Dolphins. You think Jason Taylor even cares about the season? That he'll be, like, in a wheelchair, geriatrics with the IV in playing, Terry? No. Who was that? Who else did he mention?
Shannon Elizabeth.
So if it was 98, you'd be excited.
Exactly. If you roll back the clock and you make this 1998, then we're excited.
Well,
washed up female. I'd call her a has-been, but she never was. Hack!
Hey, you have to be a bin to have been a has-been.
That's right. You've had to have been.
oh, but you liked her in her little movies, right? The American Pie and
yes, there was
an
a
American Pie
nice
and
little
what?
moment in
American
American
Pie
Pie, Terry. But that could have been anybody. There's so many actresses that could have sat there and did what she did in that movie, Terry. Yeah, she was hot, and that wasn't the... I mean, saying 98 is being generous. You go into American Pie, you're talking about what? Actually, that was 99. But anyway, this is 2008, Terry.
I understand that.
All right? Maybe you need to take out a calendar.
No, I know what
Maybe the Dancing with the Stars guest bookers need to take out a calendar.
Oh, we got Mario, or Mario, as some people like to pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm. Mario, you mean he had so much potential, never really made it, guy? Mario was the next biggest thing in the hip-hop and rhythmic kind of music world and never really panned out, that guy? That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
That's what you get to see on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, yeah.
That's who I can look forward to seeing on March 17th?
Absolutely.
Well, yes.
I know you're excited. I know.
My plans haven't changed for March 17th, Terry. There's one thing on my to-do list, and that's make sure I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. All right? Okay.
Oh, you know you will. He'll walk by the TV.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will.
That's what I always do.
I actually watched like 10 seconds of it one time with my wife to see what the big deal was, and I saw Joey Lawrence come out in a full spandex suit, strutting around. I was like, God, I haven't missed anything.
And you weren't hooked for life?
The gayest the show ever. I couldn't believe. I was like trying to give it a chance.
Brian, you're on the air. Hello, Brian.
What's going on?
How are you, Brian?
I'm doing all right. How are you? About ready to fall asleep. What?
What do you got, Brian?
Now, what's that, Tina gal that called earlier?
Yes?
Yes, I know her.
What do you do?
Huh?
I do.
Really?
I was driving to work, and I'm like, damn, I recognize this voice. And after you say her name and where she lives, I do know her.
All right. Well, obviously, you're dying to tell us what she does, and we were trying to speculate. We pretty much...
No, I didn't call to tell you what she does, but she is very good at what she does.
Oh, so you're going to keep it to yourself. Is that why you called? Just basically
pretty
taunt
much.
us?
Well, that's ridiculous.
Well, that's one.
I got some nice pictures on my phone, too.
Mm-hmm. All right. Brian just wants to entice us with everything he's got, Terry. He's going to throw out every little bit of artillery he has and trying to entice us to beg and plead. Well, we ain't falling for that. We got too much on our plate. Dancing with the Stars is coming.
That's right. That's right.
Here's my manhood. I'm turning it in.
Carl, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, T-Man? How you doing?
What's up, Carl?
Not too much. Hey, I wanted to ask you, what did you think of Hayden Christensen's performance as opposed to in Star Wars?
Come again?
He's not a Star Wars fan, so he doesn't know.
Oh, come on.
I got dragged to one of the Star Wars when I was a 7-year-old kid and knew right then and there. I did not need it in my life.
No.
Well, that's important. We'll tell you what. How about this? You guys were talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr., right?
Life, Terry, by the way. I'm not saying I have a shortage of things I need in my life, but we're not hitting on any of them this morning. Nobody is coming close to anything I need in my life. All right, Carl?
All right, hey,
you in my life, though, Carl.
Hey, I'm just curious. This weekend, did you happen to watch that Kimbo fight?
Oh, yeah, there was a big boxing
I
match.
heard about the Kimbo Slice. No, I didn't. What did I miss?
Well, Kimbo kicked the crap out of Tank Abbott. I mean, it's not saying much, but it's better than any WWE crap that any of you guys watch.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll have to see if it's on YouTube, but I didn't see it. Kimbo Slice, I don't know. Do I need that, Terry?
Maybe. No, I guess not.
I mean, after you hit me with the Dancing with the Stars, what does Kimbo Slice mean to me, Terry? Kathy, you're on the air. Hello. No. Let me go to Kathy's only jumped on the past couple of seconds. I got people waiting a long time. Let me go to Joe. No, Joe just wants CDs.
Oh, wow.
Let me go to Robert. Robert, you've been waiting a while, I think. Yes, Robert, what can I do for you? Robert, are you there? Hello, Robert. Oh, jeez. Robert is not there. Let me go to, how far behind am I? Okay. 1-866-663-T-Man. It is too much to take so early on.
And do you think Princess Leia was believable in the first Star Wars? Or do you find her a little over the top?
Well, the things that happened to her were an accident, and that's what led to all the greatness. And, yeah, I have it inside Star Wars website.
Oh, that's right. You do, yes.
Mm-hmm. 1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show. Police in New York say they've arrested the man who slashed a therapist to death with a meat cleaver.
Oh,
they announced the arrest.
That's nice. Sounds like someone may need a little more therapy. Okay,
Yeah.
You think they're lining up to be his next therapist or what?
Oh, jeez.
That's dedicated to the cause with a meat cleaver?
Yeah, no kidding.
That's got to take some time.
Yeah, you don't hear about many murders these days with a meat cleaver. That's like old school.
Man. It's like Leatherface crap.
Whoa, that's
the best weapon you can come up with?
You almost feel like there should be music in the background when the killing happens, the scary. All right, whatever. Anyway, Terry, I know you still have a pile of stuff. What else is going on in the world? We've been away for 3 days, and we want to get caught up on all that's going on. What else is happening out there, please?
well, back
Besides therapists in mid-session getting hacked to death with a meat cleaver. Yeah, I don't think the therapy is really taking hold.
No, I don't
You might want
think
to get your money back.
Yeah, on top of murdering the therapist, he needs to get his money back. Okay.
I'm sure a check's coming. Here you go.
What else?
Well, back in December, a man got breast implants in his legs.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he's had to get them removed, unfortunately, due to a medical little issue there.
His leg, Terry?
Well,
try to be a big gangster, a big funny guy, and get the breast implants in his leg and have, other guys come up and cop a feel? Or what was the thought behind all this?
actually, no. What had happened is he had a tattoo of a really voluptuous cowgirl on his calf.
Yeah, who doesn't, Terry?
So he felt that there was something missing, so he had little miniature, breast implants put into her, into the tattoo area to make her look real voluptuous.
To make it look more realistic as far as his female tattooed cowgirl on his leg. He had breast implants put in there. He was a week away from the vagina surgery. And he had to get these breast implants removed because of medical complications?
Yes,
Why did he get them removed?
No, because of medical complications. There was a little infection and stuff, fluid.
It's bad enough when it leaks into your belly button, Terry. You could pee it right out, but if it leaks from your calves, it just sits there in your toes the rest of your life, and there's nowhere for it to go. So that's a shame. Okay.
Wow, isn't that crazy, though? Here's these little breast implants to make the tattoo be 3D.
It's really pretty cool, though.
I bet it did. Pretty interesting.
Pretty good idea.
A lot of people with a lot of time on their hands, I'll tell you that, and a lot of disposable time and cash, it sounds like, to be putting breast implants into his leg. And let me tell you, I really I'm happy to know that there are cosmetic surgeons out there that you come into the consultation and tell him I'd like breast implants put in my calves, and he's like, yeah, I'm all for that. You can schedule for a week from Thursday.
Right.
I don't think a doctor did that, though. That can't be.
So you think he did it on his own,
I think
or what?
A buddy or something did it.
It was actually a friend of his who was a microdermal surgeon. And they were more like they're called silicone bulbs, which are used in chin and nose reconstruction. So that's what was put in his, the calf and the breast area for the.
So it wasn't really full out and out breast implants.
No, but
well, you're the one who said it. What do you mean no?
Well, but they were.
Did you say breast implants?
I did say breast implants, but they were put in the breast region of the tattoo for the girl.
Chin implants.
Yeah, but
for people who are chinless, Terry, you know the chinless person that needs to get a chin implant, or what?
I know plenty of them.
I understand that, but what I'm saying,
the person whose mouth falls right into their neck.
I understand.
They need a chin.
They look like Beaker from the Muppet Show.
I understand.
You're dying for a chin.
I understand that, but in the tattoo they made her breasts look like breasts.
Oh, I get it. That's why you're calling it breast implants.
Yes.
I get the point. I'm following the story.
Jeez.
And they needed to be removed.
Yes.
And I like knowing you can live in a world where your friends can put in breast implants into wherever part of the body you're interested in.
On your tattoo, that's pretty cool. This chick's going to be hot on my leg, dude. God.
Sexy.
They were just sitting around one night, drinking some beers, looking at his tattoo, going, it's not authentic enough.
Right.
I really want to put some real breast implants right here where they belong. And then they actually follow through with it. That's a real commitment to your tattoo, Terry. That's really bringing your tattoo to life.
It is.
And people take their tattoos very seriously, and I'm happy to be aware of this now.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? What else is happening, please?
Also, the city of New York is passing out free condoms that say "Get Some" on them.
Mm-hmm.
Critics are saying that this is kind of encouraging frivolous sex.
Biggest campaign since Got Milk? Get some?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now the critics are coming out of the woodwork saying this is just a little too over the top. It's one thing to pass out condoms to your little high school sophomore girls.
Oh,
but anyone who wants it in New York, where the crack is running rampant in the streets, it's really not necessary to be promoting sex in such a high-profile fashion, and especially with the glaring slogan of Get some?
Some.
Get some.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you want to be staring at, Terry, one night? A nice, hefty piece of latex, and right there, an inch away from your eye is...
an inch away from my eye? Why am I even down there?
Why do you think?
I know, but...
An inch away from your eye is the term Get Some, Terry. Is that what you need in your life, or what? You want to move to New York immediately? Should I have a transfer?
No, because I would never need that.
I would never use a condom.
Well, no, I would never be with anybody unless it was my husband, and, he doesn't need to use
You don't have to
a condom.
Call of Duty to show how faithful you are or whatever. Nobody's impressed. Jeez. And we're just having a little fun, whatever conversation, and here you have to, get on your little soapbox and, I'll never do that. I'm so married. I'm so happy.
He's my favorite.
It's not even about that, Terry. We're just talking in a fun, happy-go-lucky fashion here. That's all.
Happy-go-lucky. Mm-hmm. I'm happy. I'm go-lucky.
Oh, jeez. Then get some.
Are you sporting the Get Some condom?
Terry, it depends who's on the other end.
Oh, wow.
All right, but, hey, I thought we wanted to live in a world. I thought it was the kind of time over the past even 20-some-odd years where passing out condoms was the right thing to do.
Right.
So what's the problem? What's the problem with Get Some?
Well, as like some critics are saying, it kind of does promote, even though you want to say it's safe, it does kind of encourage the whole frivolous, have sex with whomever you want type attitude.
So what are condoms for? Emergency use only?
And what?
Well...
you better continue on with that thought, because that's
for some, that's not necessarily. I understand that. I understand we're living in a time where one-night stands are really in, and it's not. Why have commitment? There's no need to have commitment.
I'll tell you what time we're living in. We're living in a time where nothing can happen, where there isn't a critic ready to pound on their drum for no reason. I thought passing out condoms was the thing that everyone was promoting. What this condom says, get some, so that's too much now? Is it the get some? What's the problem? Is the problem the slogan combined with the handing out of the free condom situation, or what? Oh, now it's too much. Oh, now you're telling people to get some, now you're demanding it? Oh, look, there's an exclamation point at the end of some. That is just over the top.
Well, they probably think condoms are in case the moment does happen, you'll be prepared, but don't go out and look for it.
Right. Mm-hmm. And let's be honest, with most guys, size, schlong, Terry, you're really not able to read the entire slogan.
Oh, really?
All right?
It just says get or
why does your condom say GS? Well, just keep trying. Come on.
Wow.
Get some. It's stupid anyway.
Well.
Stupid.
Yes, they want to.
And where are they passing these condoms out? On the corner of every street or what?
No. They put them in...
Here's one for you.
They put dispensers in bars, restaurants, community service agencies, and STD clinics. And,
that's pretty hot.
Public places.
And they're just going with the universal statewide slogan there in New York of get some.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, Why do they have to tell people to get some? I mean, if they want to get some on their own, they don't need an extra boost. And do you really need a slogan at all? Why not? Call attention to all that stuff, I guess. Maybe that's what some people are saying. Some people don't know what to do. It's part of the directions. Okay, let's see. I opened the condom. Oh, okay, now I got to get some. Oh, geez. Hello, anyone? It's open. I'm being told to get some. Can't waste it. Anyone got some? All right. I think we can all just move on with our lives and let people pick up their condoms if they want to get some, and not a big deal in my world, but I don't know where I'm living anymore. Maybe I just don't get it. This is a big problem. Got to rid the streets of the get some condoms.
Well, what about like if the needle exchange who gives out needles had something on there that said shoot up? Right. On the is that encouraging? It doesn't say shoot up. I know, but he's saying what if it did? Yeah, on the needles that they give out to people. Mm-hmm. People are very critical of that program. Yep. And then they have safe houses for those, those who use. So it's about the slogans now? Well. So that must be the problem, because they've been handing out free condoms for a long time now. So it's the get some, that's the problem. Yeah. I see. Seems to be. And what slogan are you proposing for the free needles or the clean needles? Shoot up. Shoot up. Come on, we can do better. Shoot than that. Up clean. You probably can, right? You're probably right. Shoot up clean. Right in the main vein. Oh, wow. High as a kite. I don't know. What slogan will really get under people's skin, Terry? There you go. Get the point. There you go. Get under their skin. Get under my skin. What slogan will really get people riled up like the Get Some is starting to get some critics riled up with the free condoms in New York? What little slogan should be written along the side of the needle that they hand out to try to keep people free and clear of STDs and unnecessary germs, Terry? Let's really, since they're bent out of shape, let's bend them a little bit more. What slogan will we put on the side of the clean needles? Come on. What we got? Shoot for the stars. Wow. I don't know. Don't never look back. Lisa, you're on the air. 1-866-663. T-Man is the number to call. Yes, Lisa. Hey, maybe the slogan means get some condoms, not get some sex. It just means get some of these, get as many as you want. Oh, geez. Lisa, I know you're trying to make it all sound a little more wholesome, but I think we all know pretty much what the reference get some is. Well, yeah, but maybe they're not meaning that. Maybe they mean get some of these condoms. So you can have safe sex. Even the stiff, agitated opponents of the condom situation are smart enough to realize what get some means. Now, if you want to go to New York and try to sell them the thought that it's just meaning get some condoms, step right up, here's yours, then you go for it. But I think it's pretty clear what your mind is. Right. What are the condoms for? What are you getting them for? Oh, you got me. There you go. For a water balloon fight. Oh, wow. Stuart, you're on the air. Hello? Yes, Stuart.
Yeah, I think Nike should sponsor the condoms and the needles, and Just Do It should be on the side of them. Just do it with the swoops. With the swoop? The swoop sign or whatever. I wonder how Terry looked on Terry Cam when she said with the swoops. With the swoops. I had the swoops, Terry, but I got an inoculation on better. Anyway, with this... Nike is or whatever it is has been known for that slogan for obviously a long time, but they don't hand out anything for free. So when you pay for something, it's more of a less of an involuntary just reach your hand out and grab, and maybe they're gonna say all these people that are up in arms, third arms about the get some condoms that my little 8-year-old son was walking by and reached out his hand, they stuck it right in there, and now he's wondering where he can go get some. And you know how these 8-year-old, there's a condom, kid, how these loud, just be mad at everything kind of situational people are. John, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, John.
I got a slogan for you.
Oh, jeez.
All right, John. What do you got for a good drug slogan?
It'd be a hell of a controversy.
All right, what is it?
Carpet muncher.
What? Carpet muncher. All right, you want to put that on the side of the needle? You want to put it on the side of your wife? Or what do you want to do with it?
On the side of a condom.
On the side of a condom. Okay, all right. Well, maybe we should just leave the slogans for us. How about that?
I think he's having sex wrong.
Maybe people need more directions than we thought today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Enter here.
Sounds like
this
it.
End up.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that for the new slogan? This end up.
Whoa.
Or objects bigger than they appear. Ben, you got a drug slogan? What do you got?
What up, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
Hey, this will work for the drug one and also gay. Phone operator might want to use this one for his condoms, too.
Yeah, we're looking for something along the side of the needle, yes. If you think this one doubles as something good for the overall person that is gay phone operator, then we'll give it some thought. What do you got?
Don't be a dick. Make sure it's a clean prick.
Wow.
All right, well, we asked for it, Terry.
Those needles will get you.
We are asking for these, so can't be just going away when... Yeah. Steve, what do you got, Steve? One more. Let me get one more here, Terry. We can't end with that, can we? Okay, good.
No.
What do you got, Steve?
How about poke some?
Well, that can go on the condom, too.
Yeah. It's duo.
Well, they're going to save money now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one slogan fits all.
There you go.
There you go. One size fits all. Poke some.
Wow.
All right, so what are they going to do? Are they going to take the condoms off the streets, or what are they going to do?
Doesn't sound like it. They just, it's...
Are these agitated, angry people going to do, like, such a big anti-condom get-some campaign that they're going to march and they're going to congregate to the point where they're going to back off on these free condoms that say get some? The factory is out of business, the lights being closed, the doors being boarded up, and the get some slogan thing is a thing of the past, or what?
No, it's not. I mean, they're not going to be marching in the streets all across the New
they just
York
want it
City.
To be known they're not happy with this.
Right. They just outwardly came out and were very critical of what was happening. And
critical of get some.
Yeah.
Maybe because they're not getting any.
Maybe so.
Maybe they need to get some. Toby has a great slogan for along the side of the needle, from what I'm being told. Yes, Toby, you're on the air. What do you got? Toby.
Oh.
What was Toby's slogan going to be? It was so good? What? Try not to die.
To the point.
Oh, yeah, definitely so.
That can work for both,
I don't know why Toby got scared.
That could work for both.
I don't know why Toby got cold feet and couldn't say that on the air. But that was what he was going to come on and say. Try not to die. Okay. Nick has a good one in Oakland. What do you got, Nick?
Just stick it.
Oh, jeez.
For which one?
I hope you're talking about the slogan. Okay,
both would work, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're realizing that a lot of these slogans can do double time, Terry.
I know.
They can be on the side of the needle that you're talking about that they hand out, and the condom as well. Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Save some money there.
All right.
One slogan.
That's what it's all about.
There you go.
1-866-663-T-Man. So we'll have to wait and see what the results of the what is it again? Get Some campaign is.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? What else is happening in our world, Terry? What else is going on, please?
Well, apparently, a gentleman almost died because he had a nail in his his private area, and he didn't even know about it. 37-year-old.
The condom campaign. Just getting some so willy-nilly, Terry, that he got a little naily-willy. Yeah.
Apparently, he was got mugged by a bunch of teenagers on his way home after dinner at a restaurant. He was knocked unconscious in the attack, and all he knows is that when he came around, his wallet and cell phone had been stolen. Well, he started experiencing some pain in his abdomen, and he thought it was... he really didn't know what it was. For whatever reason, he didn't go to the doctor. But
get to the point, please.
Finally, he went to the emergency room, and yes, the doctor took X-rays and found a 2-inch nail in his urethra.
That's all that's left of the band, or what?
Well, his attackers apparently did that to him.
Right.
Down to 2 inches.
That's right. 7 of them left.
I see. James, you're on the air. Real quick, what do you got?
What's up? How you doing, T-Man?
Yes, James.
Let's see. Never mind. It's all good.
Oh.
All right, James.
What?
A lot of people are getting cold feet the last minute here this morning.
Could I ask you out on a date?
I guess I'll never know.
That's right, you won't. You got scared.
Even more than that, James will never know what my answer would have been.
Oh.
Amber, she's 15 years old, Terry. We normally don't take people under 18, but Amber's been waiting a while. Yes, Amber.
Hey.
Yes, Amber. She wants to give her slogan, Terry. Do you want to hear the 15-year-old's idea of the slogan?
Sure.
Yes, Amber, it's your turn, believe it or not. What do you got?
If they made, like, a condom or something, it's like McDonald's, and it said, like, ba, 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 I'm loving it.
Oh, Amber. Amber.
Yeah?
Stop it.
What do you plan to do today, Amber?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go hang with my friends and go to school or whatever.
School, kind of an afterthought. Maybe we should make school more the priority as far as today's focus is concerned, or what?
Yeah.
And the hanging with your friends thing, I know that's very important, but...
the most important, actually. When you're 15.
You got a lot of friends, do you, Amber? You're very popular? You're a popular Amber, or what?
Yep.
Yeah, you're a very popular girl? You got a lot of guys that are into you, or what?
Yeah.
And you, as far as the way you receive all these guys that are after you, are you into any of them? All of them? None of them? What's the story?
Like, half of them.
Half of them. Yeah, that's very generous of you. And do you have a boyfriend? Are you interested in having one boyfriend? Are you too young to have one boyfriend? What's the feeling?
I have one boyfriend.
You do have one boyfriend, but you're open to all other guys that are making strong moves on you, or maybe even not so strong? What's the story there?
No, I stick with one guy.
You stick with one guy, but you said you're open to half the guys that are making it very clear that they're into you.
No, I said half of them are cute.
That's what you just said, Amber. I said all the guys that are into you, are you going to be... What did she say, Terry? What was her answer? Half the guys.
Yeah.
And she gave you a good hard number.
And now we're hearing about a serious boyfriend. So who are you, Amber? You've changed personalities in the past 10 seconds. You
no, I think
no, don't you?
What?
I'm trying to understand you, Amber. I'm trying to figure out who you are. I want to know about you.
I have one boyfriend, but like half of them are cute. That's up to me. That's what I meant.
Oh, half the guys that are after you are cute. Well, why should you be noticing cute guys if you're in a committed relationship? Should all the world look the same? All the guys look exactly the same if you have a serious boyfriend that you're into, Terry? Isn't that the way it works?
Well, supposedly, yeah.
Terry has a husband, and every guy looks exactly the same. No guy more handsome or ugly than any of the others because they all look identical to her because she's in a happy, loving relationship.
Yeah, don't notice anyone.
Yeah,
don't you understand?
But I'm not married.
So why are you recognizing how cute all the other guys are? Is your boyfriend aware that you are going around identifying all the cute guys that are looking at you, or what?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. Well, I think you should make him aware of this first thing before first period today. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for calling, Amber.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what's going on this morning.
Somebody has to sit across from her at dinner on dates.
Wow. Not for a while.
Oh, jeez.
1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show. O.J. Simpson's girlfriend hospitalized in Miami and reportedly may need brain surgery.
Wow.
Now,
Otis had a girlfriend for a long time, the same girl. It's that Brody girl. Man, a lot of people think she needed brain surgery for all this time for going out with him, Terry. But she's seriously got some issues right now.
Mom, Dad, this is O.J. We played football.
Killed a few
college
people?
Grad. I don't know if he is.
Yes, so we'll have to follow the progress of OJ's girlfriend very closely. Not really, Terry, because we're all extremely interested to find out if she pulls through okay. Not even close. Where is Vinnie the Pooh in the studio this morning? I don't even hear him. Is he back? Is he better than ever? He's fresh off his Vegas birthday week. Does he want to... Is he there? Can he get on a microphone or what? Yes. Are you there, Vinnie the Pooh? Can you hear me?
What's happening?
Oh, it's nice to see you, Vinnie. Of course, I'm not in the same studio as you this morning, so I can't see you, but I feel like I can see you, I can hear you, I can look right at you, know exactly what I'm seeing. And I just want to have you sum up. We pretty much kept tabs on you all the way through your vacation, but now that it's in the books, it's history. Can you describe for us, 10 words or less, your synopsis of how your 4-night, 5-day Las Vegas birthday week was?
I will say it was a success. I had lots of fun.
A success?
Yes. I mean, it wasn't a failure like you guys.
There was no business proposition on the table that I know of, Terry. It wasn't a work-related kind of experience that he was going for. So how could it be considered a success?
Well,
what made it a success? It's a birthday little week away. If you want to say it was a relaxation type of week, and you want to say it was very soothing and therapeutic and relaxing, that's one thing. But to call it a success, the first word out of your mouth being success is weird and a little bit awkward. Can you explain that, please?
Yes, I don't feel like I failed, at having a good time. And
so it was a pass-fail vacation, birthday vacation.
Yes, I feel being the case. So.
And what would have been the example of you going on this birthday getaway, this excursion to Las Vegas, the Imperial Palace, with your little room there with the flowery headboard? What would have been the example of a failure as far as the vacation is concerned?
Let's say too drunk and then wake up in the morning not in a hotel room but on the street, and no money, no phone, so the
usual, the past,
usual.
All the other Vegas were obviously failures, and you just never talked about that at the time.
Yes.
And this was a success because you came back alive. Is that pretty much what you're getting at, or what?
Of course.
Well, you got really high standards as far as what constitutes a success. That's interesting. Okay, so it's a success. We know that. What else can you tell us about your vacation now that you're able to look back on the entire experience?
I spent a little too much money down there, and I didn't win any.
Nobody cares. Did you hook up on any level? Did you have sexual intercourse with someone you may not have known existed before you went down to Las Vegas, yes or no?
No.
You did not?
No.
So did you have sex of any kind, in any formation whatsoever on your 5-day, 4-night trip to Vegas?
I mean, are you... Of the boys' food variety, of course, but...
Okay, not solo sex. Did you have sexual intercourse of any kind, in any fashion whatsoever?
With a man?
No.
Wow, Craigslist.
Sorry. That involves any other human being of any kind whatsoever?
Of any kind.
No sexual encounter with any human of any kind.
Now, just based on that, Terry, the fact that he's 23, or actually just celebrating his 24th birthday, he's single, he had his own room, he had his own trip paid for, really had... He's complaining about how much money he spent, and yet the whole trip was paid for.
I appreciate that.
Out of the kindness of the people that he works for, his good heart, Terry.
Right.
Just the fact, all those factors in play, and he has no one to answer to, as we established last week. He's got no girlfriend, or at least none that he talks about, Terry, so we assume that he's not lying to us.
Right.
Just the fact that he had no sexual intercourse of any kind at his age and this time that we're living in, Terry, just based on that alone, can it be considered his trip to Las Vegas an outright failure?
I would think, as you summed it all up, age, everything, taking that all into consideration, I would have to say yes. Because I even think that a woman, a young lady who's single, has, in the same situation, would have probably taken advantage of it.
No, actually, you know what? I have an explanation. I'd like to tell you guys this.
I would love to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, so would we.
There was...
Oh, geez, we're out of time. Now I'd love to hear it.
Okay, there was plenty of times where...
Oh, wait, now we're out of time again.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear the explanation.
Where I would go to the club.
Blah, blah, blah.
For real, Terry, can I explain? explain?
No, I really want to hear this explanation. I was just playing. I really want to hear it. Go ahead. Yes, let me hear your explanation as to making sense out of how a 24-year-old... Again, plus, the key part to me, Terry, has got no guilt to worry about. Right. Guys worry about guilt, but it may be in the back of your mind if you're with somebody.
I'm not gonna lie. I went down there thinking, okay, I'm gonna get this done. After the first night, I struck out. It was cool. Then talking to you the next morning, it kind of got to me like, damn, like I really should be, getting something handled. So I kind of went into that night with a whole new game plan. And chicks down there are ruthless. It's not as easy as you guys may think. Like, seriously,
wow.
Honestly, they were just looking for me to spend as much bread on them as possible, and then after doing that, maybe something would crack off. Like, I'm just being real with you. And I kind of noticed that about...
So in order for you to figure out that they wanted you to spend as much bread on them as possible without then ultimately giving you sex, you must have spent a lot of money on them to find out the hard way that that's what they were looking for all along. Is that something you're going to tell us right now, that you laid out a lot of cash thinking it would lead somewhere only to find out that you got shortchanged, so to speak? Is that something that happened to you?
That's exactly what happened. I have a perfect scenario to tell you about. I was in LAX, and there was a group of 5 girls. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to get it popping. One was cute, we were smiling, whatever. And I'm not going to lie, like, I had some money, so I was like, let me buy you guys a shot. Let me, get the friends involved before I can single one out, right?
Wow.
Y'all know the drill, right?
All right.
So I got the friends involved, bought them a shot, and then I started getting in one girl's ear, like, blah, 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 right? So get her all nice and liquored up. I'm just letting y'all know. I just get her all nice and liquored up, and she was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, wait for me. So I wait right outside the bathroom, right?
Oh, jeez.
She comes out the bathroom with a dude, goes into his VIP little table room booth or whatever, and then that's it. And I'm like, for real? Look at the watch. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm like, okay, it's a wrap.
Okay.
I'm calling it quits. I'm going back to it.
And I'm hearing your long-winded, unnecessary detailed story here.
That's what happened.
That's fine. And I'm hearing everything that you're saying, and yet... You're presenting it all as a situation that you don't deem a failure. The way you're describing the situation makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels. The girls can be a little bit manipulative. They can be ruthless at times. They're a tougher crowd, and they certainly have high expectations down in Vegas. Not really during the week, and you should have been able to clear those even on a weekend. But anyway, obviously you don't have a game. How could you say all that you're saying and yet... consider it all a success and not a failure? That's why I'm confused.
In that arena, I failed. I can admit
that's the only arena I'm talking about.
But see, to him, obviously that's not the only arena.
What other arenas are there? Where was the success? Tell me about the successful arena. The fact that you lived. That's right. That's the success.
I went down there. I politicked a lot. And, I got networked a lot of people. And
politicked what? For future employment?
That's right. Hey, I'm a DJ. This is what I do. Here's my business card.
You went down to caucus in Vegas?
I caucused in Vegas.
All right.
So that's the success, also part of the vacation experience that was successful for you. You met some club owners. You told them that you're the next DJ AM minus the talent and the hot women around.
So did you get it so if that was successful, you got a gig then down there?
I mean, you
booked a gig.
I didn't say that. I just networked. Terry.
Well, I'm just saying that was successful.
No.
So the Las Vegas club owners that wanted you to get the hell away from them. What's this little thing that fell out of my nose kind of thing? Get them away. They told you that we're very interested. Let me have your card. I have your phone number. We'll be calling you soon. And you think that was on the level. You don't think there is a possibility that these club owners just kind of like wanted you out of their face and were saying things that sound all promising, but they were really trying just to get on with their lives.
Well, I'm just saying,
you may be right. Maybe they were interested. I'm just trying to figure out. I just want to make sure you're not naive and you're able to spot a club owner that's just saying, hey, get this little schmuck out of my face. I just want to make sure you're aware of those situations because they do exist. Well, can you tell the difference between a club owner who's just trying to get the hell out of the little cramped spot that he's in with you telling him about how great you are and a guy who's truly, genuinely interested? Can you tell the difference?
You know what? I can't tell the difference. But the way I look at it...
How would you know if you were successful
I'm just saying, the way I look at it now is that more people have my contact information, either they use it or not, than, before I went to Vegas. So,
well, you are very lean.
Can I interject?
What you consider a successful vacation.
Well, I guess
the fact that he didn't die.
Yeah, that's the only success he had.
And he gave some people a business card. That's the success.
Right.
It sure is.
Well, you got some really low standards there, Vinnie the Pooh. You didn't get laid.
No.
With all those women that were in Vegas on the weeknights. We're not talking the tough crowd of Vegas weekend nights.
Wow.
What did he say?
Money-hungry whores.
Okay, now he's got to lash out on all the women that he wanted that shot him down.
Yes,
Typical guy type aspect as far as the way he'll go about
this chick made me wait until 3 a.m. to really just be like, oh, by the way, I'm going to go into this VIP booth with this NFL player, blah, blah, blah.
A guy wants a girl badly. He makes a strong move on her. He gets shot down, and then he calls her names to her.
Yes. Money-hungry hoe.
That we live in?
Oh, it's great.
Money-hungry whores, too.
Whores.
Now, I'm not saying you aren't a little bit frustrated by what transpired.
And I blame you.
I think, though...
Oh, jeez, he's blaming you, T.
I think you should put the blame, instead of on these what do you call money-hungry whores? Whores. Instead of putting the onus on the money-hungry whores, I think maybe you should allow some of the frustration and the agitation based on the fact that you couldn't close the deal on any of these ladies on yourself.
Ooh.
Maybe Vinnie the Pooh. With all that's going for him, Terry, and there is some things that are going for this man.
Sure.
When it comes down to it, we just have to start realizing he is not a closer.
Oh, no closer.
Closer free in 2008.
Jesus. Whatever you guys want to think is okay with me, because I'm not really tripping.
And maybe this vacation has now backfired. This vacation that you wanted so desperately, to be able to go out on a 24th birthday, little getaway. You can just break from the norm and have the outrageous time that you were expecting. Maybe it's backfired. It's really kind of bitch in the ass. The only thing I bitch in the ass was because it's kind of set in that you are, in fact, a non-closer. And you need to put a lot of work in, apparently. There's a lot of work that needs to be done as far as where you should be and where you're truly at right now. There's no excuse whatsoever for how this vacation turned out, Vinnie the Pooh.
Didn't I tell you?
There's no way to spin it other than just an outright, no doubt about it, failure.
Well, I told you.
I can't lie to you. You're my protege. And I'm embarrassed.
Well, what you said last week was getting to me a little bit. I've been obviously pondering it, I guess if you say, like for the last couple of days, and it's been getting to me. But I just can't seem to do it, I guess.
Okay.
I can't be who you want me to be.
You have your craft honed by that age.
You would think.
I don't think necessarily they just figured that you would want to be somebody like that.
He's making it like this is what I want him to be.
Exactly. And right. So really what you want to be is kind of in a relationship, that kind of soft guy.
I didn't say that either, Terry.
Hey, there's nothing soft about being in a relationship, Terry, but I didn't realize that I was the guy who just wanted you to be anything. I want you to be whatever you want to be. And don't make it like that it's me who wants you to be this way. You wanted to be this way. You wanted to go to Vegas and tear it up and really have a ton of good stories and at least be able to close on a couple of situations, and you couldn't. And now you're making it like, well, I never wanted to be that guy. You wanted me to be that guy. You're spinning it a lot of different ways. It is what it is.
I'm sorry.
And what it is clearly pathetic.
But
I got a little frustrated.
You're a nice guy.
Oh, well, thank you.
Maybe a little too nice. Who got a little relaxation in. Was it relaxing at least? Can we give a little bit of that kind
of course, it was completely relaxing.
To this outright disaster or what? You were able to get away from the monotony of your life and go down to Vegas and relax and sleep late and all that stuff. So there was something positive about this, right?
Of course. You kidding me? A hotel room by myself?
Woohoo! That's a success.
There you go.
Outright disaster.
Hey, thanks for the trip again, by the way.
Waste of money.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
Ask for your money back, okay?
Yeah.
You want a refund.
For your 25th birthday, just walk me to a toilet, I'll throw some cash
in. Jesus.
Money well spent.
What, you don't see it this way? You think we're overblowing this?
Okay, look, obviously, I know what could have happened and me blowing it. I understand that, but on like
what was the highlight of your trip? 5 nights, 5 days, 4 nights. What was the highlight of your trip? The absolute outright highlight. If there's one thing you could put your finger on as that was the best moment, what was it? This is going to say it all.
The convention. It was really fun.
Man.
It was really good.
Hello, the convention?
Yeah, a little convention with the fashion convention.
Imagine. So what'd you get out of the convention?
Well, I mean, there was like...
Look at these new jeans. These are going to be so popular.
There was like tons of artists there. There was
tons of artists? Okay, what artists did you meet? What artists did you come in contact with that this was the highlight?
I met like Young Buck and Little John was there and Jay-Z was there. There was tons of people there.
All right. And there was a chance to walk up to Jay-Z and have a little bit of a conversation or no?
Hell no. It was like impossible to get
just got to see him from afar.
This is your highlight.
But that was the closest I've ever been to Jay-Z though.
Hi, Mr. Z. I love your song.
There was like thousands of industry people there, you know.
All right, Young Buck. I mean, not the biggest star like a Jay-Z yet. I mean, is there any kind of story you have as far as communicating on any level with him or what?
No. I seen Paris Hilton twice. Woo!
Right. Saw Paris Hilton twice, but didn't talk to her either.
No.
Oh, okay. That's the tough part.
I had
Yeah.
So you might as well have stayed out of Vegas and watched TMZ on TV.
Yeah, probably.
Or online.
You know, it was kind of cool to experience it live, though. I mean,
I
bought it. You know what? What was it? I bought a $55 drink, which was pretty cool. And then those yard cups. Those Mai Tai yard things, they're so good.
Love getting ripped off.
Yeah.
It's a highlight of my vacation every time. It's unbelievable.
Highlight of your vacation is getting raked over the coals on a drink that was watered down, and it was a big commercialized
I got in an argument with a dealer.
Okay.
At like 4 o'clock in the morning. That was pretty interesting.
People are calling you pathetic.
This is what we all strive for when we go on our... And this wasn't like a quick little overnight to Vegas trip.
No, I know that.
You can make the excuse of, well, it all came and went so fast, and this is 5 days. He got there early Tuesday. He left on Saturday.
You shouldn't even have checked into the room till Thursday. You're up 48 hours straight. That's what we want to hear.
Then where would I have gone?
I have to go freshen up. I'll check in right away.
And again, as far as the convention, that was the highlight. What else happened there that makes this the highlight of your 5-day trip?
Oh, let's see. $55
There was the drink. There was the argument with the dealer, which was fun.
Jay-Z from afar.
At the convention. You didn't get the $55 drink at the convention, did you?
Nope. I got it.
All right. Let's stick with the convention, because that was the highlight. What else happened besides seeing Jay-Z from afar? Him being shuffled through the crowd with his handlers. Oh, what a moment. And what else happened?
I'm telling you, that's where I did most of my networking.
For all the people in the Terry Free...
Who are calling him pathetic and
Terry Cam
all
situation that are calling you pathetic. Here's a chance. Well, here's a chance, Vinnie the Pooh, for you to show them why they're wrong and you're not pathetic. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't understand why me going to Vegas and networking what I do and how I can do it better than what they, how was networking bad? How was networking pathetic? I got a chance to network with thousands of the top people in their industries in one place, and how was that pathetic?
Tell me about the best networking experience and the most promising situation that happened, and let me see if I understand where you're coming from as to why this is so vital and important. Go ahead.
There was a club in the Forum Shops where the club, the promoter dude was like, we were chopping it up. I'm like, actually, I'm a DJ and change cards, and he was like genuinely interested. I did that like 7 times.
Did he pat you on the forehead?
He did not pat me on the forehead.
He told you how interested he was?
You know what? I was trying to explain why I'm not pathetic, and you guys are just gonna laugh. Well, I'm sorry. I was given a position to network with the thousands of people, and I did. So,
Terry, the laugh will be on us when Vinnie the Pooh gets a call on Tuesday, or today's Tuesday. Let's make it more reasonable. Wednesday, when he gets a call tomorrow, Terry, from this club guy at the Forum Shop Club in Caesar's Palace.
Right.
He says, Vinnie the Pooh, per our conversation, I would like you to be down here this weekend. I'm going to fly you first class to do your thing in the clubs. He will be, obviously, the one who gets the last laugh if that happens, Terry. But what, truly, let me ask you, Vinnie the Pooh, are the odds that guy who was the most promising lead you had in your little Vegas experience, what are the odds that your phone rings and you get a call saying, come on down, Vinnie the Pooh?
I'm just saying, like, my odds would be better now than it would be on last Monday, just because I met him. He would have never known me.
Odds are better than not knowing the guy.
Exactly. So either if it happens or it doesn't.
Is there a club in the Forum Shops? Isn't that like a mall?
Actually, it's like the only.
Are you the guy that puts
you
play
won't
on the
be
CD
shocked?
For the
Wow.
No, I don't.
Okay,
got it.
Scale of 1 to 5. How shocked are you if this actually leads to this guy calling you and giving you like a little crack at it?
Honestly, I'd be completely shocked, but.
Well, there you go.
But he has my phone. He has my number. So you feel me? Like if he didn't have my number last week, he's got it now.
I'm having failures around me, Terry.
Okay,
I hear you.
I don't see Vinnie the Pooh as an overall failure, but this is definitely there's no way to dress this up other than failure, Terry.
You are killing me. How is it
plenty of failures in radio?
You're killing yourself.
How did I fail? How did I fail?
You just told me you'd be shocked if your most promising lead actually called you.
But like I said before, that the odds are better now than there was last week.
He did a lot of networking. Come on.
Exactly.
Well, your odds are still as good as
let me ask you this.
Getting the gig.
Wow.
To get this show, didn't you have to network? Somebody had to get your card or get your name, your number. You had to hustle to get to where you are. Why can't I do the same? I'm not trying to,
I don't remember how I got the job.
Exactly. Somebody must have been like, hire that guy over there. What's his number? He's got a card or something?
It was part of your work release, I think they threw that in there.
Jesus Christ.
Did you even...
No, Terry, I did it.
Oh, man.
Oh, someone...
All right, Terry, let's give him...
Somebody wants to know... Can I just tell him, that somebody wants to know if you at least went to a strip club? Somebody in chat.
I did 2 shows, but not a strip club.
He didn't do anything that is typical guy Vegas stuff.
Okay.
He didn't go to any strip clubs unless he's going to tell me he did. I don't believe it. And he didn't gamble, which is he gambled like a couple of nickel slots and he went. Did he go to any strip clubs or no?
No strip clubs.
How do you go to Vegas and for 5 days and not go to a strip club?
I gambled a teeny little bit, but
I'm asking a different question. How do you go to Vegas for 5 days and not go to a strip club? You accidentally are in a strip club if you're there 5 days.
I don't know.
It's an accident. By accident, you find yourself in a strip club.
Oh, jeez.
It happens against your will, whether you like it or not. You wind up in a strip club if you're in Vegas for 5 days.
This ain't the spaghetti buffet.
How the hell did you spend 5 days in Vegas and not wind up in a strip club at some point?
I don't know. T-Man, maybe you can tell me why.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know the reason why.
Okay,
I'm trying to figure it out
either.
myself. I mean, he's going up to all these club promoters. You think even by accident the guy would be like, well, let's continue this conversation. I'm going to the strip club right now. Come on. You pay for the cab.
No problem. I'm in. You got a free pass? Oh, I'm definitely in.
It didn't happen that way. I guess I failed. Just like you said.
Oh, jeez.
Well, as I also said, it won't be a failure, and you'll get the last laugh if Mr. Club Owner calls you up and hires you and flies you down for even just a one-night thing.
Right.
Well, what are the odds on that happening?
Oh, jeez.
Better than last week.
Oh, jeez, he loves to say that.
Yeah, he
does. Is it not better than last week?
It's true. If I buy a lotto ticket today, I got a better shot now than I did.
Thank you.
Can't argue with your philosophy.
Okay.
And there's something to... Excuse me. There's something to be said about his philosophy, Terry.
Yes.
Not much, but something.
Better than last week.
I just think of situations differently.
Yes.
Okay.
Terry, let's let him settle down now.
All right.
And I want him to think about what happened over the past 5 days in Vegas.
What, am I in timeout now?
The most wasted 5 days in the history of the city of Las Vegas, Terry.
Wow, saying something.
All right?
Uh-huh.
I want him to sit and think about it while you tell me something else that's going on out there. What do you got?
Oh, Jesus. I'm happy.
Oh, jeez. He's so mad.
Don't get mad at us. We're all you got.
Whoa.
But the most wasted 5 hours in the history of the city is saying something. Because Pasty Dave's been there.
He's slamming down saying he's out of here.
Yes.
Then he'll first have serious problems because obviously we're all he's got. He's made it very clear we're all he's got. So where is he going?
Uh-oh.
Where you going?
Uh-oh, he's back.
Where did he even go to? Where would he even go when we're all he's got?
How is it that you're all I have? Please explain that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, you explain to me where I've gone wrong.
Okay, I'm not going to... I'm not
club owners now that all have your card.
This show does a lot for me, and I appreciate everything, I appreciate everything. But saying that, you guys are all I got? Come on.
Well, you just described a very disturbing situation that happened in Las Vegas.
What was disturbing about it?
What wasn't disturbing about hearing the 5
Then you guys should have came down there yourselves, kicked it yourselves, so y'all can have your own stories and your own nasty, seedy things to talk about, and y'all can leave my stories and non-seedy things alone.
God, why is she so pissed?
Oh, jeez.
What the hell do we do?
Oh, my God. There's no winning with you at all. No winning. Why am I on this show? Let's answer that. Let's take it to the
show.
No. Let's take it to the very. Let's take it to the basement level.
Look on Terry Cam. He's mad.
No, honestly, let's just take it to the basement level.
He's mad. He's yelling at you.
A lot of potential in Vinnie the Pooh, Terry.
But there's no winning. There's no winning. There's no crack for me to slip in. There's no open door.
His voice is like a tea kettle.
What do you want me to tell you, Vinnie? What do you want me to tell you? Oh, man, I'm so envious. Oh, guys out there must be
I'm not looking for your envy. I'm not looking for anything.
You want to win. How would you win? Let me know how you want to go about winning this morning. What can we do for you to make you feel like you won?
It's not about winning or losing. I'm just
you just brought up how I can't win.
Well, because I try to say something or I try to convey the fact that I had fun. Oh,
I want you to win.
You can't win, then.
What can you do? How do you see this situation all of a sudden turning into a winning situation for you? You said you can't win. I want to show you can and you will. What can we do for you to make you win?
You just said 5 days in Vegas was a waste. I don't think so.
Not just a waste. It was like the biggest, most embarrassing situation as far as Vegas's history is concerned.
And even though I tell you it wasn't, you were going to say it is. Well, therefore, I can't win.
I listened to your synopsis of the highlights and the midlights and even
and then on top of that, whatever
lights
and whatever you say is the gospel. Oh, I'm just saying, I got people calling my room all hours of the night, calling me a loser and I fail and stuff like that. And I even got like close personal friends.
You got your call, T-Man.
Texting me like, damn, Vinnie, like for real. Is what T-Man saying true? Like, come on, do I need this?
I'm not saying anything. It speaks for itself, all right? Now, I want to make sure you win here. So what can we do to make you a winner?
I don't know.
What can we do to make it like, okay, there it is, Vinnie won, Vinnie wins. So what can we do?
Just say I had fun. I had fun. I had the time of my life in Vegas. Leave it at that.
Don't make me find
Ladies and gentlemen, the man had fun. Not only fun, but the time of his life. And if that's the truth, then, oh my goodness, what does that say about his friggin' life?
See?
I'm helping you win.
No, you're not.
Oh.
You're picking me up, smacking me down. Picking you up. Are you okay?
I can't help.
Are you okay, Vinnie? Are you okay? Smacking me down.
Oh, jeez. How does that look? Do it again for
you picking me up? You okay?
Take a look.
Smacking me down.
See.
And you think we're misrepresenting the situation? You think we're diluting what the reality is?
Yes, completely.
Okay. Well, then I must have missed something very dramatic, Terry.
Yeah. Guess you did.
Well, I'm going to give you the final word there, Vinnie the Pooh.
I don't want one. I don't want one.
I can see why you wouldn't. I can see why you wouldn't want the final word, because the words speak for itself. You got to realize it's not me. It's the words coming out of your mouth.
No, not at all.
Describing the situation you had in Vegas. It has nothing to do with me. I'm giving you the final word to say what you got to say.
No, of course not.
And it'll be a non-T-Man spun thing like you think is happening here, and you know that you can't do it.
Because whose perception is people going to look at the situation through? Yours or mine? Because through my perception, I thought I had fun. Through yours, it was the lamest time ever. So whose perception are people going to really look at the situation as?
Well, they're smart, mine.
Okay, see? Exactly. No winning with the team.
Half a bird brain in their head, they'll be able to decipher that is the most lame story they've ever heard in their lives.
Okay, so I go back to what I said earlier, and there's no winning. I can't win.
I'll go back to what I said earlier, and on your 25th birthday, I'm just flushing $400 down the drain.
All right.
How much did we spend on that, Terry? $500?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, it was a bargain. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know.
Oh, when you
for
check
airfare and 4 nights at the Imperial Palace for $500, that was an outright steal.
When you check your credit card report, you're gonna have some incidentals on there, by the way. Okay, go ahead.
And yet, just my gosh, throw it down the freaking hole.
Well, thanks for your support, T-Man.
Oh, we're smacking him down again, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm sorry to bum you out, man. There's only one way to interpret all this, though. Very disappointing.
Well, I'll go back to my normal existence and work kind of underground for the T-Man in the morning show. And
get some excitement in your life for a change.
Wow.
I guess. I just will never go out of town again.
I mean, you keep making it like I'm spinning this. It speaks for itself, Vinnie. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
You know, I actually resent this now, Terry, that he's making it like I'm some bad guy trying to put him in a bad light. What have I done here, Terry? I'm taking this all in.
Okay, here's a question. Why can't you, as the team man, just
I want to hear the question.
Just accept the fact that I had fun and just leave it at that?
Because there's no way you could have had fun.
Okay, see.
There's no fun to be had. I don't hear about any fun. Where was the fun? Where did I miss the fun? Oh, Jay-Z, there he goes. Oh, that was wonderful.
Bye, Jay-Z. Oh, Paris a couple times. Passing.
You know me as a person pretty well. You know I love to drink, so any place where I'm around alcohol 24/7 is a lovely place. And I love my job and my career, and I love to network. So I had fun doing that. And
fine, you had fun. That's wonderful. I think that fun wasn't really the goal here. I think you can go to Vegas and have fun, and that's pretty much a guarantee. But we were maybe our definitions are different. I just was anticipating so much more, and I'm in my mid-30s. I'm not in my mid-20s like you, and maybe there was, as I said, there was a feeling of living vicariously through the situation, and boy, living vicariously, Terry, I just want to stick my head in the toilet and I just threw the money down.
Well, I'm sorry I failed you, T-Man.
Well, I think you should be.
Sorry I let you down.
Terry.
I know.
I'm sorry you took me underneath your wing, and I just laid there and didn't really do anything.
All right, well, you're making this really awkward, Vinny, and that's it doesn't have to get to that.
Hey,
that's all right.
No, hey, I'm fine.
You're going overboard with this big woe is me complex, and that's fine.
There's no
you go with it. That's all that's left here.
There's no woe is me.
Well, that's what you're playing here. You're playing the woe is me card.
How am I playing woe is me? You feel I let you down?
Me. I'm just saying I'm a little disappointed. I'm just saying I'm a little disappointed. You could have got a lot. I expected any 24-year-old who's a good-looking dude to get a lot more out of being in Las Vegas with no strings tied to anything or anyone than what you got out of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry.
How would you
if
think
that makes
I feel?
Me a bad guy and you want to play the woe is me card, you do that.
There's no woe is me, but how would you feel if somebody who you hold
are calling me and saying, T-Man's putting you in a bad light? You're in the light you're in. The light that you're in is of your own doing. It has nothing to do with me. And if you want to play the woe is me card, you're playing it very well, and I'm such a bad guy. Whatever. I'm disappointed. Jesus. I've been let down. Like my vicarious experience was a complete disaster, Terry, and that's all I have to say. You continue playing your little woe is me card till you're blue in the face.
Well, I'm not blue yet, so.
Well, yeah. That's it.
All right. I'm done. I've been done.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm done, too.
Oh,
finally
we're all
some common ground.
Done. The T-Man Show.
Music. Oh.
Terry.
Yes, T-Man, sir.
You said you had a magazine article you wanted to read.
I do.
Why don't you start it off now? We really have no time for it. I'm really actually dying to go to these phone calls that are ready to take, of course, the predictable. I told you played the woe is me card to perfection, Terry.
Uh-huh.
Vinnie the Pooh side. Oh, I'm picking on him. Let's see. Philip in San Jose backing up Vinnie the Pooh. Jessica and Macotillo, stop picking on Vinnie the Pooh. I want to give Vinnie the Pooh props. Muffin Pirate. I got money. Everyone across the board is just all over the defense case for VTP.
We love the Pooh.
They are rallying to the Pooh's aid.
No.
Rally for the Pooh. Rally for the Pooh.
They're going to jump all over the Pooh. Yeah. And I'm going to take those calls, Terry, but I'm going to hear the title of your article so I know what I have in store for me as far as making sure we get it in before the end of the show. What do we have?
The title of my... It's from...
First off, I don't want to hear the title until I hear the magazine. Cosmopolitan?
Yes. Don't ask what issue, because you know that it's...
Okay.
From way back, as
from
always.
Way back, because I know you're backlogged on all the articles you try and want to read for this show, but we just never seem to have enough time for it. But I'm making time this morning. What's the title of your backlogged Cosmo article? Please share it with us all this time.
It is entitled 5 Sexy Things You Can Do to Him After Sex.
Actually, that sounds like there's some value in this article, Terry.
Oh, goody.
There really isn't 5 things that men are really interested in. You're talking about after sex.
Yeah,
Do you realize
sexy things.
The key part of the title is very clearly, I don't think there's any confusion, is after sex, which obviously insinuates that he's already gotten the sex that he so desperately seeked and desired, Terry.
Uh-huh.
And these are the sexy things you can do after sex?
Yes.
There's only one sexy thing coming to my mind that I hope made the list, Terry.
I don't know.
Leave!
Oh, wow.
That's so sexy.
Nothing sexier than that after sex. Mm-hmm. Is that on the list, Terry? We just pretty much pack up your stuff and move on with your day, your night, your early morning hours. Is that on the list?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Come on.
It wouldn't make the fun, friendly, cosmopolitan article, would it? You mean a little reality never has its place in an article like that? Jessica,
a little reality?
Jessica, well, you don't think guys really, a lot of times after sex, kind of just want to go back to doing their own thing, Terry? You don't think there's something to that? You think I'm being just trying to be funny or something?
Yeah, a little bit, because sure, they probably want to do some of their own thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean leave.
Terry, the last thing a guy needs after sex is something that you deem... I am going to go to a call, but now you got me having to finish off this thought here, Terry. That's right, I said finish off this thought.
Okay.
There's really no need for any kind of overwhelming sexy act after sex. That's the last thing you need.
Really?
All right? Jeez. Now, I hate to sound anti-romantic or whatever.
Is there a possibility that some guy that out there, just by some chance, might actually enjoy being with that person he had sex with? Maybe.
But while I acknowledge that there are plenty of guys that want to do everything they can with you after sex, there are a lot of guys who are in love, Terry. They want to be with the woman in their life as much as humanly possible. But while I just acknowledge that, why don't you acknowledge that there's a whole slew of guys that after sex is done, maybe he doesn't have the guts to say it to you, or maybe he does, but the one thing he wants more than anything else in the world...
A receipt.
Oh, jeez.
...is for you to get as far away from him as humanly possible.
I don't think that these little 5 sexy things can apply to that guy. I think these 5 sexy things are applying to those that you are usually in a nice little loving relationship with, have some care, have some...
Good
feelings
morning to
for
you, Jessica. Hello.
Not your one-night stand.
Yes, Jessica, you made it. What's up?
I was just calling because I think Vinnie, it sounds like he had a good time in Vegas, and I think it should be a little easier on him.
And what part of the description of his 5 days, 4 nights in Vegas did you say, oh, there was the good time? I see it now.
Well, I was listening the other morning when he said he went to the Cirque du Soleil show, and then he said he went to the conference or
so you've been following...
and he enjoys fashion, so...
He enjoys fashion.
She's been following every installment that Vinny's given us about his trip. She remembers the Cirque du Soleil show, you mean the one he went by himself, and...
Well, he went to Vegas by himself, so, he's a grown man. He can enjoy
there's one thing about going to Vegas by yourself that's perfectly acceptable. There's a completely other thing about going to a Cirque du Soleil show by yourself that is an absolutely different scenario. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, yeah, it is, but he went by himself and he wanted to see it, so he went to a good show.
There's no reason
wrong with that.
No reason any 24-year-old single guy should want to see a Cirque du Soleil show so bad, Terry, that he has no choice but to go by himself. No guy should want to see a Cirque du Soleil show that bad.
No, well, you can't speak for every man.
I do. Well, maybe you haven't listened to the program long enough, because that's exactly what I do.
By the way, Cirque du Soleil comes to every major city, and you can always see Cirque du Soleil.
And by the way, if I spoke for every guy, the world would be a much better place, because I would know exactly how to go about things, Terry. And I'm telling you right now, as a person who represents all men and speaks for all women, I got both ends covered, so to speak.
Wow.
Trust me, there's no reason in this world that any 24-year-old single guy who's in Vegas for a limited time, and yet he was there for longer than the average person goes to Vegas for, but it was still a limited time. There is absolutely no reason under this sun that floats up there in the sky, Terry, that any 24-year-old guy should want to see a Cirque du Soleil show so bad that he goes walking in with his little ticket all by himself. Oh, I got a program.
Oh, my gosh. This guy was on Broadway? I can't wait to see him. He's going to be good.
There is no reason for that whatsoever. No excuse.
He can climb that rope in those shirt really good.
Wow. Now, if he told me he met a girl in the club and he was trying to close the deal on Terry and he had to go to a Cirque du Soleil show to finish it off, and that was the reason, then that makes perfect sense. Or even if you're in Vegas and you're with a buddy, and maybe... even then, I'm trying to figure out why that would be the case, and I'm having a hard time. 2 guys at a Cirque du Soleil show is almost as bad as 1 guy alone at a Cirque du Soleil show.
Yeah, if you're in Vegas and you get free tickets to Cirque du Soleil, you're throwing them in the garbage and moving on with your life.
No, you sell them on the strip for about $10, right. And you go and you put it on black.
Right.
Even if the tickets cost $80.
Right.
You take your $10, you move on with your gambling night.
Sorry, I pass.
So, man. Do you not agree with me there, Tara? Do you think he had every...
Well,
is he gone for the day? Is he even hearing this? Is he taking this all in or what?
He's kind of ignoring us now.
All right. Well, I'm late for a break. I'm up against a hard break. I have no choice.
The T-Man Show.
Terry.
Yes.
I am a man of my word, as you have known time and time again through the years. It's been proven. I will now allow you all the time necessary.
Really?
Share with us this unbelievable article that you found, that you've been trying to get on the air for who knows how long. And I would like you to take this opportunity now to do just that. What is the title of this fine article that's going to be just leading to a wealth of discussion, please?
The article is entitled, T-Man, 5 Sexy Things You Can Do to Him After Sex.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember it now. Yeah, that's right. And Lee wasn't one of them.
No, no. Lee was not one of them.
Well, I will take it as a different type of article, like, the non-realistic type. But anyway, 5 sexy things that you can do to him after sex. Because women are really inclined to want to just pour on the sex and the sexy acts. And even though sex has pretty much been completed...
Right.
And you're not really interested in going for another round, or could this lead to another round, Terry?
Well,
another lap, if you will, or is the sex done, and yet she still wants to do something sexy to leave him with just a final, nice little last note to play, or what?
Well, it could lead to more.
Oh, all right. Well, then, don't try too hard. You don't have to do too much. Everything's going to be fine. Anyway. Yeah, either way, now I'm realizing it's really not a situation that calls for you to work so hard to try to, or feel that you need to be sexy. So, I don't know what could possibly be there. What's the title again?
5
Sexy Things.
Sexy things you can do to him after sex.
I'm trying to why do you feel like you have to do it in that voice? Is that necessary
That's
or what?
my article voice.
I forgot.
Remember? I have that, article title voice.
I'm trying to think. I could only use my own experience, obviously. I'm trying to think of anything that's ever been done to me after sex that I could constitute as sexy aside from leaving or making a sandwich for me.
Wow.
Let's see. No, seriously, I'm actually going to sit here and think for a second about my life as it's gone till now.
Right.
And after sex, I'm going through a list of potential candidates here that may have done something sexy after sex. I mean, like, it's completely over. I have finished, and that means it's over. And she then gets up and or lies there, or does it matter? Or,
well,
wait, there's something that just came to me. Yeah, there was a girl once. Oh, it's really sexy, actually.
Yeah.
She was toweling off what was left on her boobs, Terry.
Oh,
I love
that.
Sounds good.
Nice.
And she did it so sexy.
Yeah.
Because I know women all love the remnants of what just transpired left on their boobs, Terry. Tell me no girl would take anything over that.
Oh.
Can't get her pregnant on the boobs.
Oh,
and yet...
Sorry.
And yet there comes a point where you have to remove it. So she was toweling herself off, Terry, and it was so sexy. Does that find its way on the list anywhere? Toweling off your boobs after the act? Is that or any variation of that on your list?
No toweling off of the boobs, no. But
fraudulent, bogus list. Stupid. That's the most sexy thing I ever saw in my life.
Really? Ooh, baby, hand me that towel type thing.
No, actually, she was pretty pissed off. She was like, what am I going to do with this? Thanks a lot.
Throw me that stupid towel.
Yeah, honestly, I remember it that way. She was actually really kind of annoyed. But anyway, I thought that's what you wanted.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, let's get one of your favorites there. I don't know if they go in any order. Let me just get an idea of what made the Cosmo list. Five sexy things.
Yes, 5 of them.
And obviously, this is a article targeted towards women. They don't really deal in the homosexual world, right, Terry? So this is a woman getting up or doing something in the bed that could be construed as sexy.
Uh-huh. Yes.
All right, what's the thing?
What's one of them?
What's one of them that stands out on your list there? Yes.
Compliment him.
Oh, because we need that so desperately.
Well, sure.
We're such fragile souls, and we're just going to beat you senseless if we don't get a compliment.
And not just, in general, be specific.
We're so insecure, and we're so just ego-driven maniacs, Terry, that if you don't stroke us and throw us a little complimentary bone... Which is what we just threw at you a few seconds earlier.
Wow, oh, really?
If we don't throw a little complimentary bone after if we don't get thrown one after the act is done, we'll just wither and die because we will assume that we didn't do it for you. We need to hear all the accolades. Is that what you think of us? Is that what you think of us men? Is that what Cosmo thinks of men?
I think,
we were great.
Oh, really?
That's right.
If that's the case, then why is 30%?
You just got brought the ruckus, baby. And how is that constitute a sexy act? I think... How is that sexy?
I think that... whoa. I think, again, if you're in a loving and caring, deep relationship...
Right.
Remember, not the one-night stand, hurry, get out of the car, and that was great type thing.
Then why were you having sex again?
Because you love and care each other. No, you love and care. You make love to one another. And
really?
Yeah.
But you're in a committed, marital situation or something?
Just a relationship where it's, you and him and deep and loving and caring. And,
I'll give you deep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Monogamous. One of those.
So what kind of compliment are you suggesting that women pay men that would be so sexy?
They're saying something specific. So maybe the way he, where he touched you or how, things like that. I guess that doesn't make you think that's sexy.
Commend him for the good things he did to you.
Absolutely.
Or touched you.
Well, how, that...
Show me on the doll where you were touched. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're not talking about
so dirty when you say touch.
Molestation.
Okay, well.
A caress.
All right.
Yeah, we're familiar with sexual touching. Yeah. Why do you have to have this, review and replay kind of little...
Well, first of all, if you compliment him and actually let him know that you truly enjoyed it, you're going to hope that he does it again. And you would think that on
Monday
your...
morning quarterback, I don't need to hear about your hindsight. What is this, like Monday films in the NFL? We have to review the X's and O's of what went down in the contest that just took place here. Come on, let's move on with our lives. You hate me and I hate you, and that's the way it's always been, but we had a great sexual little time here. So
again, this isn't geared towards the one-night stand thing.
Okay. All right. Yes, these are the loving couples.
Right.
Got it.
Loving relationships, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Number 2 on your list of sexy things women can and should do. After the act is completely done.
Give him a massage. Now, Hotshot would disagree because he doesn't like people touching him.
I like this list, Terry. I'm really actually kind of blown away. But Cosmo is just probably renowned for making women just the cowering, inferior type. I mean, give them a massage. You just gave them sex. Isn't that enough? But that's wonderful, though. If you want to give me a massage after sex.
There you go. Isn't that sexy? Then you agree. It's sexy.
Rather you change the sheets, but if you want to give me a massage first, that's great.
Can we do the massage on the floor, please? I don't want to lay on this thing anymore.
Whatever. It's a stupid list.
Oh, geez.
I'm afraid to hear the last 3. But you're on a roll now, Terry.
I am on a roll.
Let me go to some phones, though.
Oh, jeez.
Break your roll. All right. Now, do all these callers just want to talk about Vinnie the Pooh? The Vinnie the Pooh Vegas debacle is history. The Vinnie the Pooh Vegas disaster is in the books. And we're not going to dwell on it any longer than we have to because it's just too damn depressing. So I'll take maybe a call or two more, and then I'm hoping that people call up with other things that are going on in their lives. Maybe they have a relationship issue they want to discuss. Maybe they have something that needs to be ironed out, or else their day could just be, and the rest of their life can be an utter disaster. That's why we're here, to right the ship of your out-of-control lives. I tell Terry how it is. Our article's a joke, and if Cosmo is here, I tell Mr. Cosmo right to his face.
Wow.
Ms. Cosmo, let me write your articles for you. I'll give at least people a bit of realism. All right? Okay.
I think some of these things on this list might actually work.
Well, I've heard the first two, and I'm not impressed.
Okay.
Although I like the idea of a massage, Terry. I'm all for it, Terry. But that is really sad for women to have to hear that after sex, oh, you want to do something sexy? Give them a massage. Yeah, very sexy. Keep it going. A little lower. It'd be even sexier if you got to that muscle right there.
See, and then it starts up again.
Philip, you're on the air. It's San Jose. What's up, Philip?
Hey, T-Man, Terry. Just want to say I love you guys. I guess since the Vinnie the Pooh thing is dropped, I just want to...
Well, I said I'd take one or two more calls on it, so you could be one of the final calls ever to discuss the Vinnie the Pooh absolute pathetic journey to Vegas.
Philip's going to be a great trivia question someday.
Nice. Well, I guess
one day when the trivia question is asked, maybe we'll make it a trivia question in the year 2017. We'll say, what was the second to last call we ever took on Vinnie the Pooh's debacle to Vegas? Who was the second to last caller? And Philip will be the answer to that question.
Who was Philip?
Go ahead, Philip.
Okay, well, I want to say that Vegas is a place of magic, and if Vinnie the Pooh was working as hard as to try to score, he shouldn't have to do anything, because I've heard of stories to where you go there and just stuff happens, phenomenal stuff.
Phenomenal.
So it probably just didn't happen. It probably wasn't working for him.
Just make it like it's Fantasy Island.
I know.
Everything in life, Philip. And I love the name Philip, Terry, because you can really make your point that much more emphatic when you say Philip. Like everything in life, Philip. Unfortunately, what you've been handed down as far as this ridiculous story that the things can fall into your lap, I mean, maybe, yeah, there are stories like that happen to people, but most of the time you need to put in a little work. Vinnie the Pooh, I don't know what happened, whether he was not willing to put in enough work or he put in the work and just couldn't close. Probably the latter. In either case, it's disappointing, but we'll live through it, Philip.
Nice. Well, that's true. I mean, it is, an effective disappointment. I went to Vegas 2 times. One time was just a major explosion, a time of rock, and we had a good time.
Oh, how could Philip not just hook up left and right, Terry? You hear the mouthpiece on this man?
Yeah, I do.
He's just lining up like he's pure.
Hey, this is when I was single.
LAX.
Hello, my name's Philip. Would you like to fillet me? No.
How about fill me up?
When you say, Philip, it was just the most ridiculous time for you in Vegas, what does that mean? What were you able to accomplish down there in Vegas on the trip that was just an absolute crazy time for you?
Well, pretty much what you were looking for, Mr. T-Man. Me being my single prime, I went there and just totally went big. Pretty much, I was given the name Super Phil, so going there.
Phil.
Oh yeah,
wow.
You better believe it. Your expectations would have been met if it was me. But
wow.
Super Phil, now, when he was labeled Super Phil, that was a label that couldn't be denied because Super Phil took down how many Vegas ladies in that trip?
Oh man, several. I don't have enough fingers to count.
Wow.
That's because you were with Siegfried and Roy, probably.
Oh jeez.
So you're telling me it can't be counted on 2 hands, in your trip to Vegas, you had sex with more women than you have fingers?
Oh, of course.
Uh-huh. And how long was that trip? Was it a 3-day, typical little 2-nighter, 3-day trip, or what was it?
It was pretty much a 3-day trip.
Well, 3-day trip, and Philip from San Jose, Terry, had sex with double-digit ladies.
Yeah.
4 a night.
Yeah, it comes to about 4 a night, Phil, if we're doing the math. On the average, you had sex with 4 different ladies per day in Vegas in that trip, Phil, or what?
Oh, man, you better believe it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm having a hard time believing it, Philip. Now, do you want to reconsider the story you're telling us, or are you going to say with 100% certainty that it's 100% accurate and the truth?
100% accurate. I went there with full throttle. That's pretty much how it's explained.
I see one with an energy drink.
but then to back this up, I went there my second time, and Vegas was just a boom. I mean, I went there with my girlfriend. I ended up getting sick. We were there for 2 days. Nothing really happened. I mean, you know, it was fun going with her because I had somebody by my side.
Now I want to go back to the first time. The first time when you had sex with double-digit ladies, Philip. Because I can tell you right now, I can go to the phones and there'll be a lot of listeners that aren't going to believe your story. So is there any kind of physical or undeniable evidence that you can give us right now over the air that would make us all of a sudden realize, those that are doubters, oh, Philip probably did have sex with at least 11 women or more?
Go on.
Phillip? Yeah, is there anything you could say to us that may make this more of a clear picture for those that are doubting whether you're telling a true story or not?
Hey, they can doubt or not. It's pretty much accurate.
It's pretty much accurate now.
I mean, it could be more, it could be less. I mean, you know, when you're taking a lot of alcohol, you just have no idea.
Yes. And did you use condoms for all these ladies, Philip, or are there just tons of little Phillips running around the Vegas scene or somewhere?
Condoms straight up.
Straight up.
Condoms straight up, yes.
Get some.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a partner who went with me.
There you go. Now
the story's finally making sense.
Got it.
Philip, I really appreciate you coming on the air and sharing all the details, or as many as you, I guess really none, but the story with us. Thank you so much for coming on, bud.
Thank you, T-Man.
Take care, sir. There goes Philip.
Wow. What was his nickname again? That's
Phil? Super Phil.
Yeah, that's how quickly you forget.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that
Now, I was saying that there might be some people who are listening that doubt Phil. Do you think there's anyone listening that believed Phil?
I don't think there's some people that doubt him. I think everybody doubts him.
Yeah.
Do you think there was any listener out there that was believing Philip's story and had no doubts whatsoever?
Not a one.
No, not even in the chat. Not in the Terry Cam.
You couldn't set up 4 women for 3 straight days from Craigslist if you wanted to. Much less go in Vegas and meet 12 strangers. You can't do it.
He was tearing it up.
Yeah, he was.
He had the alcohol and the condom straight up.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it's not out of the question.
I think 4 girls in one night, not out of the question. 4 girls for 3 nights in a row is out of the question.
And you also take into account that we just heard Phil on the air.
Yeah.
Also true.
And we heard Phil in his way of going about talking to us, and we can imagine that that's probably somewhat close to the way he talks in general.
Oh, he had me
and to women.
He had me a boring drone.
And it would become harder and harder to believe, even though it's not out of the question, Terry.
Yeah.
That Philip had sex in a 3-day trip with at least 10 ladies in Las Vegas. Oh, jeez.
Oh. If you made that noise, that makes me come running.
Close it right there, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What else is on your list, Terry? Sexy things women can do after sex. What do you got?
So I gave you compliment him, and I also gave you give him a massage.
Love it.
Right? The next would be take a shower together. It's not, I didn't say that it was under the whole same take a towel and wipe her off.
You know what made me think of your article again, Terry, to go back to it?
What?
That sound my throat just made.
Really?
Maybe that should be on the list. Did you hear that sound
I did.
That my throat just made?
I did. Oh,
like something was being ingested?
Yes.
Maybe that should be on the list of sexy things you can do after sex. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Are you following me?
I do.
Are you following the bouncing balls?
I think.
Okay.
I don't really want to go there. But
Corey, what'd you think of Phil? Corey, what'd you think of Philip?
I tell Philip that prostitutes don't count.
Wow.
I don't even see Philip being the kind of guy who can do 10 prostitutes.
Right.
Even one prostitute. I don't see Philip as a prostitute guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's an awful lot of girls.
Well, I mean, no, there have been guys who are in a situation in life where they're more than capable of taking down 10 women in a weekend or more easily. But Philip's a nice guy out there. I'm glad he called. I'm glad he listens, Terry. But I'm having to say, with all honesty, that Philip doesn't seem like the kind of guy who's living a lifestyle that makes that happen. I don't care.
I'm not arguing with you.
But that's what Philip was saying.
Right.
Wanted to make sure we were aware of that.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Super Phil?
Yes.
Not just Philip. There's two different guys.
Yeah, we're talking about Super Phil.
Kay, what do you think of Philip?
Hey.
Everyone wants to comment on Philip.
I bet.
Yes, Kay.
You know, you guys, it's very possible that Philip had that many girls. You guys are forgetting about a couple places in Vegas. Mustang Ranch 1, Mustang Ranch 2, the Sagebrush.
See, everyone's focusing on the prostitution world. And again, I will say for Kay, who didn't maybe hear the last time I said it just a few seconds ago, I don't see Philip as, I've never had a hoe look as good as you kind of guy, you know? $100 is a steal. I paid $150 last night. I don't see Philip being that guy.
Well, and he's trying to make us believe that he isn't that type of guy, that he actually was able to have enough game to, pull just regular old women down that were already down there.
Mm-hmm.
That he's got a mouthpiece on him because he's Super Phil.
Oh, jeez. You were about to give us another thing on your list, Terry, and I'm dying to hear it.
Did you hear my take a shower together?
Take a shower together?
Uh-huh.
That's a sexy thing you could do after sex?
Sure.
Conserving water kind of thing?
Helps get things started again, kind of.
I don't know. I hate being cold in the shower, Terry. And there's always, the female water hog kind of aspect to the situation.
Water hog.
And then if you kind of bump them out of the way, you're seen as a bad guy or something,
Right.
So I think unless you got one of those, that's where a cramped little shower comes in handy. Okay?
Okay.
All right, showering, wonderful. What else?
Snuggle.
This is such a cute list, Terry. It's so on point. I know Hotshot loves when the girl he just had sex with cleans up the flour on the floor in the French maid outfit that she's wearing. It's a big French maid outfit, of course.
It's not flour, it's paste now,
all the flour that was necessary to have the sex that they just had, Terry, needs to get cleaned up at some point.
It's turned into paper mache.
Danielle wants to talk about Philip. Yes, Danielle.
What's up?
What's up, baby?
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing right now, you little...
I'm actually walking to work.
You're walking to work?
Well, because I just parked. And I'm walking.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I just wanted to say I believe Phil because guys are just that nasty. And really, how long can a guy last anyway?
You realize that's why you drive to work, so you don't have to walk ultimately, as long as it seems like you're having to walk, or what? I mean, you work at such a big place.
I work at the mall.
Right. And what are your responsibilities when you go to work at the mall? What do you do at the mall?
I am an assistant manager at a shoe store.
Well, all right. Oh, big time.
Okay, come on down, girl. That's off.
Whoa.
Assistant manager we're talking to here, Terry. Talking about the royalty on our airwaves.
Yeah.
Danielle, I'm going to take my lunch now. Is that okay?
No. That's too big a question for me. You better go ask the manager.
I don't get paid enough to make decisions like that.
It's a big corporation type decision. Danielle, that is lovely, and I'm glad that you are so gung-ho about your work, huh? And what shoe store do you work at? Anything we'd know of, or what? Like
I can't tell you that.
What
women's shoes are like...
All I say
down. Come on down.
It's the S.
What would you say?
It's the S.
It's the S?
Yeah.
It's the S.
Yeah.
It's like a riddle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if she fell down in the woods and nobody heard? Does she still fall down?
So you
I
get
don't
hit
want
on?
to say where I work. I don't want to get fired.
Is it always women that come into your joint, or do you have men come in and hit on you, or what's the story?
That's actually happened a couple of times, yeah.
I mean, is it kind of creepy when guys come into your... It's a women's shoe department, right?
No, I have women, kids, and men's.
Oh, you have men's?
But it's still creepy.
Oh,
it's
you
still really creepy.
If you look relatively decent, that's just a haven for being hit on. And she breathes heavy too, Terry.
Oh, wow, yes, she does.
No, I don't look gross. I actually met you before.
Hang up now. Hang up.
Dump.
Is there a shoehorn still left in you?
No.
All right, then we'll have to talk about it off the air. A lot of callers firing up the phone lines, wanting to be believers in Philip, Terry.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Time is short and so am I. We don't have really the opportunity to delve into that. Not that we really want to anyway. I'm being told, I believe, have a $25 gift card for gas, Terry. A gas card.
Okay.
Which I think last we checked is pretty much giving away 2.5 gallons of gas.
Right. Last we checked.
Yes. Why not hit the phone lines and give away a $25 gas card? Oh, we blow the doors off the prize closet for you every morning around here, don't we, Terry?
Oh, yeah. Blowing off the doors.
So let's just continue with the doors being blown off the joint once again. Not that I'm looking any kind of gift horse in the mouth, Terry.
Sure.
But $25 for gas, really, even in the smallest of economy vehicles, ain't really cutting it these days. So you want to jack it up there, son, or what? Okay, well, we got $25. That's all we got. Okay.
What is I don't get the whole gift horse thing. What does that mean? Where did that come from?
Just interrupted. Somebody just looked really awkward and was giving out some free stuff and had a horse face. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
that's as good as I've ever heard.
Let me clear the phone lines and take the first caller. $25 gas card is going to... Oh, they're firing up like crazy. You think what we're giving away here, Terry? You think we're giving away Fort Knox. But anyhow, we're still, just to keep everyone in the loop, trying to work out details. A T-Man party cruise to Mexico. I'm not giving up the ship, literally, Terry. You know what I'm saying? Even though the cruise lines refuse to let us on board because they're worried about all the liabilities that our listeners and myself and your just tirade of a self there, Terry, too, can potentially bring to their cruise line. You know, you're out of control personality when you get a little bit of red wine in you, Terry. You know how it is. Anyway, let me go to the first caller here, and we may have to go back to the old safety of T-Man party plane to Vegas. That's all I'm
really?
pretty much getting
That
at.
would still be okay, right?
Well,
you still party it up.
We've done it 3 years in a row. It's been a dramatic success every time. I mean, a lot of listeners have some stories to tell the rest of their lives, and that's all I asked for. But I just wanted a little something different to shake it up this year. Not that we can't. Well, this is a discussion for another day.
Okay.
Who's this? Who's on the line? Hello.
This is Lee.
Lee.
What's happening, T-Man?
From where, Lee?
I'm from Redwood.
Well, you were the first caller, my friend.
All right, I got a proposition, T-Man. I won't even take the $25.
Gas card does nothing for this man. He's already making deals.
You put me on the first person as the T-Man cruise or wherever we're going.
We're going.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of a $25 gas card, Terry. Usually the T-Man party plane cash equivalent is about, $1,000. So why not trade a $25 gas card for Lee's idea? What do you think, Terry? It sounds like a good deal for us, right?
It's the President's Day weekend, you know?
Well, it's pretty much in the rearview mirror now, Lee, but who's counting? Anyway, Lee, your name is Lee, right?
Yep.
Lee, $25 gas card coming your way. Congratulations.
Right on. All right. That'll do.
This is the best we can do to thank you for listening.
All right, T-Man.
Lee?
Yep.
Hang on the line. I'm going to give you every detail of how you're going to get this windfall of a prize.
Oh, I know.
All right?
Right on, man.
You're gonna roll up to the gas station next time around and blow them away. Let me tell you. Where'd you get one of these?
Bob, we're going to
I'm going Supreme, too. I'm getting Supreme.
All right, yeah. Hey. When it's on the house, Lee.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Hang on, Lee. Yeah, take Lee's.
The only time is when it's on the house. Otherwise, I don't care about my car at all.
And really, when it comes down to it, you could probably get more gas if you don't go premium. But let Lee go with the starts there. Anyhow, Lee gets a $25 gas card.
Good job, Lee.
Good to be Lee. Any gas help these days, Terry, is just that.
Yeah, true.
It's help that's needed. Because gas prices are taking away everyone's entire budget. So, Lee, we're just trying to make it a little bit of an easier time for you. Congratulations, my friend. Yes.
Woo.
Terry?
Yes.
Did you ever finish your article, or we never got to the end of that, or what?
No, well,
you never got all the way through it? Okay, well, remind me tomorrow not to finish it off there.
Right.
And
like
we'll pick up where we left off, don't you know?
The T-Man Show.